Swirlz, and I'm back. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. And, well, let's see. Crystal Swirls has made 3 videos since I was gone, and this is the last one. I picked it because it's the shortest of them all. I got to get to work today. So we're going to do this one. This is the one she says, I cast a spell and. So I guess we're going to hear her lie about some spell working. Let's just get into it. Good morning. Thanks for the like. This is Crystal Swirls. I cast a spell and live. Here we go.
This is the one, the only, the notorious, the motherfucking glorious. You can make this shit up, y'all. Even if you want to.
But I bet you will.
You cannot. Oh my God. Look, girl, I'm in the middle of doing a live, little girl. Okay? Stop acting out. Now, my extra phone is laying around here somewhere. I will get it turned on tomorrow. I'm going to pay that extra $20, y'all. All right? But for now, I haven't got time to look for it. I'm in the middle of doing a live. When I find my extra phone, I'm going to have it turned on.
What do you mean you don't have time to look for it? I mean, why doesn't she keep stuff that she uses daily? Why doesn't she keep that stuff near her so she doesn't have to go looking through all the junk to find something? I mean, it's a phone. Do you not have a nightstand? A dresser drawer?
And yeah, I'm going to do the call-ins. But right now, girl, you can't play around with this magic. This shit, y'all will not believe what happened.
No, I bet we won't.
Girl, I wish I could make this shit up.
And I'm sure you are.
All right?
All right.
I cast a fucking spell, though. Right? It was a money spell. Get the likes up, bitches. All right?
So she cast a money spell. Okay.
I cast a money spell. Are y'all holding onto the edge of your chair? Do you have your motherfucking popcorn ready? I scare my own self sometimes.
I bet.
Tell me why every single Dusty within a 24-hour period, you can't make this up. From Christmas, after I went to the group home and visited my child, I came home. Bitch, I'm not playing with you. Every single Dusty that I ever dealt with, it seemed like came knocking. One came knocking on my door. The other one caught me just before I went live. All of them were disasters when it came to money. Okay, they were cheap, they were broke, or they just didn't want to give it to me. All right. Mails that I never even remembered. Now, let me see. It was the one that knocked on the door. And while he knocked on the door, I was on a phone with some other dude. right? I was on the phone with some other dude, and this month, you can't make this shit up. They came back to back. They came wall to wall. All right? Like Chris Brown said, wall to wall. I was like, damn, I'm on the phone with one cheap fucker. And then, I'm like, hold on, it's somebody at the door. I answered the door, another Dusty popped up. I said, yo. Over there. These are men I met on a dating site. The ones.
So you're excited about two Dusties getting in contact with you at the same time. You did, as you just said, you did a money spell. And your past Dusties came running. You did a money spell and the Dusties came back. Girl, you need to sit down and have a talk with the Divine Mother. Because your spell need tweaking if you did a money spell and Dusties came running. Lord have mercy.
That it's like pulling teeth to get money out of them, to send you a cash app, to give you something. Girl. So my thing is this, all right? I had about 4 of these motherfuckers. So my thing is this. It just seemed like the divine told. So I laid down before I did the live, and I said, this is something. Girl, I was scared. I said, I did not do a spell for poverty.
But I want to know, did you answer the door? Did you answer the door? And you're saying you didn't do a spell for poverty. Okay. You did a money spell, and the Divine Mother and your spells in combination brought back your old Dusties. I say that, well, the Divine Mother did help you out. She sent back those, type of dudes that are on your level. A dollar, as cheap as you are, a Dusty could afford you. So the Divine Mother brought your equal. But let's listen to you complain.
Cheap men and broke men, what the fuck is popping? And you know what the Divine Mother told me?
What are you gonna make up?
She said, number one, I wanted you to know that the magic works. That's why I did it the way I did it. I made them come neck to neck, wall to wall, back to back.
Let's see. She wanted you to know that the magic worked by sending back to back, neck to neck. Okay, let's see. Let's say each Dusty brought you $1. You said there were 4 of them, right? 4 Dusties, $4. Wall to wall, neck to neck. You still gonna get $4. If one came once a week, you still gonna get $4. If they came one at a time, once per month, you're still getting $4. So I would like to them coming neck to neck, back to back. Oh my God, like you're still getting $4. But you're trying to make it sound so good because they were just coming left and right. You just couldn't fight them off. All these men coming at me. You're still getting $4. By my example.
You on the phone talking with a broke, cheap motherfucker that never wanted to give you shit. And then another one come knocking.
And the Divine Mother is the one that sent them right back to you. She sent them right back to you.
And you have to tell them, hold on, there's somebody at the door. Another one called tonight. And then there was, girl, you can't make this shit up.
Did they give you anything?
So basically, she wanted to tell me, Crystal, you have to do a spell to overcome your subconscious. That
Okay, so you do a spell for money. The divine sends you dusties and then tells you have to do another spell to overcome your whatever the hell you just. Ooh, girl, where do the spells stop? Where do the spells stop? And the bank starts rolling. When did that happen?
that's what came through.
Good morning,
That's
Klingon.
what came through. You have
$4.
to
Yup.
do a spell to overcome your subconscious mind that tells you don't deserve anything. You got to do a roadblock spell.
So, okay, Dusty's, and then another spell to overcome your subconscious mind that you don't deserve anything. Okay, let's say you do that spell, your subconscious or whatever. How are those Dusties that she brought you in the spells? How are those Dusties gonna help that? Because if you override your subconsciousness and you go those Dusties who are coming at you left and right, they still gonna give you dusty amount of money. You can think all you want that you deserve more based on the second spell, but if they're dusty, you're not gonna get much out of them. So why didn't she send you some guys with some real money, and then your whole subconscious thing, blah blah blah, to where you can feel like you can demand money from those guys. And then if you got the money, then okay, we can say the spell worked. But she gonna send you dusties. You can demand all you want out of a dusty if he. Oh my goodness! But let's hear you, make sense of this shit.
You told me you gotta clean up before you bring in beautiful furniture, Crystal. You gotta clean up the crap. All right. You can't just have everything junky and dirty, not swept up, not mopped up, and you bringing beautiful furniture into your shit, into your mansion. That's what she told me. That's what came through. So I gotta do work, 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 work. Shout out to
What? The second spell was to overcome your subconscious that you don't deserve better, and then she's telling you have to clean up the house before you bring in new furniture. Did I miss something when I paused your video to talk? You went from Dusty's to overcoming your subconscious thoughts about you deserving better to cleaning your house before you bring in new furniture. Which, I mean, I don't know why you would need somebody to tell you to clean your house, but based on looking at it, I guess that's what you need. But I'm still, you cast a spell on what? Which spell actually worked? Because I'm not hearing it yet.
Gregory. You know who you are. I'm working. I'm doing that work. Know that it's in the making. All right. But as far as myself, I had to do, and I put some roadblock into that spell that I did for you. By the way, Gregory. So that's gonna overcome any obstacle. So what happened to me won't happen to you. All right.
How about you do this stuff for yourself? You're casting all these spells on other people because because whatever they're doing in their lives, like going to work and actually helping themselves, that's what's going to get them to the next level. But if they give you some good news, then you're going to claim it's the divine mother. You won't do any spells on yourself because it will require you to do the work, but you won't. So therefore these spells will never come to fruition. So you won't do them on yourself because you're phony. You're phony. But everybody else out here working and shit happens to them, good or bad, and then you, oh, my spell worked, my spell worked. You're phony. Do a spell on yourself, and it works, and I will shut the fuck up. But until then, I'm gonna call you out.
But as far as myself,
good morning, Storm.
Child, I didn't know. And she said, Crystal, don't worry about it. She wanted me to know the magic works.
When and where? Because you have not explained that yet. Did you overcome? Did you get them? Did you squeeze the turnips out of Dusty? Did he give you any money? The one on the phone, the one who knocked at your door. You never told us what happened.
And check this out, right? One of the Dusties that I used to mess around with, he came, he knocked over my money. Oh, girl, you can't make this up. He knocked my shit all over the fucking floor.
Okay. He knocked your money, whatever juice. He knocked something on the floor. Okay. So, you let him in. You let him in. Now, you haven't said, I don't think you said whether he was black or white, but I'm just going to go ahead and say he's black. You let him in. Mr. Killer's there 4.5 hours. They're dangerous. You let him in. Woo! Maybe they're there because they heard that you're renting out the room in the back. Could that be it? Is that why they're all coming to you left and right, wall to wall?
And I said, you know what? I was so enraged because there was oil all over the goddamn place. Money spell did work, and I got money out that cheap motherfucker. He makes good money, but he's cheap. So I told him all of the ingredients in that money oil gonna cost a lot of money for me to replace. I need $50. Gave me $50. So the spell worked.
Oh. Oh my goodness. The spell worked. Girl, I don't know why they showed up at your house. I mean, you say it was Christmas Day. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they thought they were going to get some Christmas cookie from you. I don't know. But in your desperate situation, you do a money spell and all you get is $50. And you, oh my God. Are you for real? Apparently you didn't do that one about your subconscious, thinking that you deserve better. You didn't do that. That spell didn't work because you're still asking for that maximum of 50 like you always do. Just like that damn NutriBullet you sucked dick for was $50. You're afraid to ask for more than $50. That's the problem. You're afraid to ask for more than 50. I mean, hell, when Dan and you got engaged and he let you pick out your own ring, what the fuck did you get? A cubic zirconia. You got a cubic zirconia ring. Yeah, them spells working all right. They're keeping you lowballing because that's what you do to yourself. You continue with the Dusties and your $50.
But girl, I got the $50 out of them, so that did. I took the divine told me, Crystal. The shit is, girl. I wish I could. Needless to say, the oil was all over the goddamn floor. I took the oil. The divine said, Crystal, don't worry about it. I got it from here. That was meant to happen. I took the oil and I went outside, and she told me what to do. And I said, money don't grow on trees. What does it? And I caught it. I caught it. I said, holy shit.
What?
I jumped up. I ran into the house.
You definitely do that. You know.
I put my hands into the oil. I was so excited. My hands were shaking. I dipped my hands into the oil. I went outside and I smeared trees, y'all. All right? I touched my favorite tree. I touched the certain plant life that grows crazy. Girl. And she said, and as I did it, I said, money does grow on trees around here. As the tree grows, so will my money. I said, what a beautiful fucking spell. So, oh my God, girl.
And it took all that to do this whole thing with the money tree? Because I thought she would have done that back when the tree in her backyard had struck lightning. And she was out there hugging the tree. And I think she kissed the tree too. If y'all remember that video. I thought she would have, planted the money tree then. But $50. I don't even know how much your ingredients cost for your spell. But I mean, on top of replacing the ingredients, he would have been paying for the cleaning bill of getting my floor, carpet, or whatever clean. He would have been paying for that shit too.
I was so excited about the information that was filtering through my third eye. I couldn't believe it. She started laughing. She said, Crystal, you're so funny. I went back into the house. The Dusty was standing there all doofy and stupid looking. He handed me the towel. And I got mad because I just washed the goddamn towel, y'all. I just got through washing that motherfucking towel. He said, you could use this to get it up. Fucking goofy, dumb motherfucker. So I took the towel, sopping with oil.
Or if you didn't want to use that one clean towel, just go get one that was already dirty in the laundry, And honestly, I probably would have thrown it away after that, but whatever. Oh, how big was that jar?
And I just shook my head. But something said, Crystal, this was meant to happen. Because now the towel got the powerful herbs, the oil, the magic. And it's going to evaporate into my house. And I didn't say nothing. Because the divine told me that was going to happen. You see, and you know what?
If she told you all this was going to happen, why are you upset when it happened? If you didn't want that one good towel used to sop up the oil, why didn't you have one ready that you didn't care about? A towel that you really didn't care about losing? If you knew all this was going to happen.
She made the nigga talk. She made that Dusty motherfucker talk. Because when we was outside, after I wiped down the trees, he looked like he was kind of scared of me. He was talking some negative shit. I said, please don't talk while I'm doing my spell. Please don't do that. He got quiet. Because he probably thought I was doing a spell on his cheap ass.
Wait a minute. What? Don't talk to you when you're doing a spell. You were cleaning up I didn't hear you. I heard that you were cleaning up the oil off your floor. I didn't hear you say nothing about you were doing a spell.
So anyway, she made him talk. She used that goofy motherfucker as a mouthpiece. He said maybe it was meant for the jar to get knocked over, for the magic to spread. And I just looked at him. I said, what did you say?
I don't believe this one bit. Maybe it was meant to happen for the magic to spread. You want us to believe that he said that when you just told us that he was looking scared and weird or whatever at you when you were doing a spell? When you were supposedly be, sopping up the oil. But you said he had a scared look when you were doing your spell. You told him don't interrupt you. He had a scared look. But then right after that, you're telling us that he told you maybe it was meant for the magic to happen. You can't you can't have both of those. Because if he's scared, he don't know what the fuck you're doing. It looks strange. He's weirded out by it. And then he can't say, well, it's meant to happen because that's the magic spreading. If he really said that's the magic spreading, he wouldn't have had that weird, scared look on you when you were doing the spell. You can't have both of those sentences, Crystal. Because if he understands what you're doing, he wouldn't have been weirded out. But yeah, you keep on talking this nonsense.
He said maybe it was meant for you, I mean, I'm sorry I knocked over your money oil, but maybe it was meant for you to spread it around. And I didn't say nothing.
He didn't say that shit.
I said, that wasn't you talking, you goofy, ugly motherfucker. That was the divine talking through that male creature. That was the divine.
No.
So you see how magic, and I was crying over that money oil. I was like, why you knock my shit over, you goofy? I was so fucking mad at that motherfucker. I was so mad.
But you can't be mad at that motherfucker because that was the divine mother, remember? So you can't be mad. It was her speaking through him. You are so phony. Good God. You so phony.
Mad at that motherfucker. But I got some I'm doing some shit on that motherfucker as we speak. All right? That's all you gotta know. But I'm not gonna tell all my secrets. But girl, the shit was crazy. Like the information that filtered through me. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you who trying to fuck up my magic and listening and jinxing my shit, all right? I programmed a spell that whoever jinxes my shit and the secrets that I told, your money's gonna get fucked up. It's gonna fuck up your money. So please don't be stupid, all right? This shit is crazy, y'all.
So what? People who think this is silly, are we the ones jinxing you? Because I think this shit is silly, honestly.
Oh. It's crazy. When you do this shit, man, this shit work. And I knew the man. See, she said, and the fact that it was dusty, I don't know if she wants me to experiment on these motherfuckers, but what she told me, she said, Crystal, it's your subconscious. You need to do spells on yourself to overcome any feelings of you don't deserve something, you got bad luck, nothing works out for you, you never win. You got to do a spell on yourself before you do this type of work. So the fact that I had nothing but broke, dusty motherfuckers or motherfuckers that do got the money, because the male creatures that pop.
So after all these spells that you've been doing the last couple of years, now the Divine Mother says that you should have been doing them on yourself. Really? Now she tells you should have been doing this on yourself. You are... Why did she let you get so far down that you, almost literally can't pick yourself up? You need to reevaluate who you, I don't know. You need to reevaluate your spiritual side. That's all I'm gonna say.
Stuff, they had money. These are not broke men. They got good jobs. They work long hours, but they are cheap. They have money. They just don't want to give it to me.
Well, shoot. If the Dusties don't have money, Dusties don't have money. So if they got money, they're just not giving it to you. They're not Dusty. That's no, Dusties don't have money. Period. These men just don't think you're worth giving it to. So I mean, to call them Dusty, mm, 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 mm. Show them your worth, Crystal. Show them your worth.
So the fact that they popped up back to back, it lets me know, wow. Okay, so I got to do a spell on my subconscious. Because the way this works, if you don't believe subconsciously that you're worth something, that you're worth being tricked on, money given to you, the blah, 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 then you're going to attract Dusties. They're going to pop up back to back. The spell does work. All right. But you're going to attract male creatures who vibrate at the level of your subconscious.
So you are low vibrational? Is that what you're telling us? Is that you're telling us? These spells, girl. These spells.
So if your subconscious is, you could, it's just like the skeleton key. No. Towards the end of the movie when she said, I don't believe. But her mouth was saying that, but her mind was like, you're full of shit. You do believe, bitch. You do believe. You see how powerful that is? So even though you could be saying the magic words, doing the magic, if you don't get that subconscious mind, I'm not talking about your conscious mind, your subconscious, all right? If you don't do that shadow work, you're going to attract what you deep down inside feel about yourself. And I'm telling you this because there's lots of black women that grew up in a single household. You had a father, he didn't take care of you, okay? That is powerful in itself because it sets the tone from the time that you're little. You have to undo conditioning that you're not worth being taken care of, being a little princess, being how can I say it? Being provided for and protected. So this shit is, I want y'all to understand. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this shit is because so many of you were not. You grew up with those type of feelings because your father didn't make you feel that.
Hold up. First of all, don't do the you felt this way. You need to say we because you fall under the category of what you're talking about. So include yourself. You're always separating yourself from black women with this peanut butter shit, all the colorism shit, and now women who fall in the same category with the father not being there, whatever. You're still projecting that it's them and not you. You are included in that. And that's why you're still dealing with it now because you won't accept that you have a problem that you have not dealt with. So the spell of this subconscious mind shit, that's not going to work. You need therapy. Go back to your therapist.
That way. You saw your mother struggling. Your father wasn't around. He came by when the fuck he felt like it. And you was just assed out. You was either hungry or not provided for, or everything was, no, we can't afford it. No, we can't afford it. No, we can't afford it. I got to pay these bills. I got to put a roof over your head. So you just kind of felt like, okay, I don't deserve anything. So I'm telling black women this because many black women grow up with these feelings of inadequacy when it comes to being provided for. So we just can't just jump out there and be doing money spells, and we got all of this baggage we got to deal with.
So you can't just be out there doing money spells when you have all this baggage out there. Can't just be out there doing money spells when we have all this baggage out there. Can y'all believe she just said that after all the money spells we've listened to her conjure up? Oh, wow. So basically, what you're saying is none of those spells have worked so far. Like I've always said. Well, except the $50 you got for the spilled oil. Like I said, he would have been replacing my ingredients three times as much. He'd be paying 3 times as much for my ingredients, and he'd be getting my dry cleaning done for that towel, the cleaning up whatever the floor, if I don't know what kind of floor you got, wood or is there carpet. He have all that. He would get the cleaning bill for that too. But you don't know how to ask for money, so that $50 is probably gone by now, and you're broke again. Okay, I want to hear about the other three Dusties. Did they give you anything?
So now the divine is telling me, Crystal, the spell
hey,
works,
bunny.
But you have to do work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I'm doing work for somebody now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell my business, but, I'm doing special spells for certain people, and it's going to work for them. Because my subconscious is telling me that person deserves what I'm doing for them regarding, whatever work I'm doing. But as far as myself, I don't feel that way.
Hey, Kim. And as I said before, she'll do these spells on other people and they will work. Those spells will work because those people are out there handling their business. They're going to work. They're doing whatever they need to do to get the job done for their lifestyle. So those particular spells are going to work. But the ones that she puts on herself, which she never has, those won't work because she's a fake. She's not a witch. She's fake. She's fake. She's fake. She's fake. Do a spell on yourself or do a spell on somebody lazy like you, and then they come back and say, oh, Crystal, guess what? I got a job, or I got this, or I'm not homeless anymore. I might consider believing you, but you're doing spells on people who are already out there taking care of business. So yeah, shit's gonna happen to them because they're doing what they need to do. Do something on yourself, and I might believe you.
Isn't that weird? Like, we think so highly of other people, but we don't think that way of ourselves. So I gotta do this shit for myself. Like, when it comes to money spells, I could do a money spell for somebody else that will absolutely work.
No, they go to work. They got a job. They get promoted. It's not your spell.
Because I think that this person deserves it. I think highly of them. Even if I don't know that person, I tend to think highly of other people and not of myself. So I have to work on myself if I want things to happen.
Let's see. Spells don't work when there's no connection to the person. All she's doing is putting herself in more spiritual debt. Yeah. And she's sitting here talking about, she has to believe in herself for it to work. And, she believes in other people and it works for them. Why don't she ask somebody to do a spell for her? Doing money spells on people so they can give her money. That's exactly why she's doing it. Hey, Kim, that's exactly why she's doing it. Because she's like, that prosperity spell. I want y'all to you come into a lot of money. Just send me like a couple of hundred or whatever. She's still even with that. She's still lowballing herself. Shit. If I do a prosperity spell on you and you get $1,000,000, I'm gonna want more than 500. Shit. But why don't she ask one of these women in her chat? Because some of them say they're witches. Why don't she ask one of them to do something for her in the form of a spell? She's doing it for them to get the money. But why don't she ask them to do something for her? If they really believe this, they're witches and they believe this stuff, they believe they brought COVID, she should ask them to do something for her. Do a spell for me, ladies. Why don't she?
Happened for myself. You see what I'm saying? And it's fucked up that you could do work for other people and it'll work for them. But when it comes to yourself, the money spell you do is not going to work for you because you got all this baggage.
And like I said, ask them to do a spell for you. You will aggressively, I ain't gonna do no lie. Y'all ain't give me no money for my cash. I don't want no $5. I don't want no $20. I want 600 subs to give me $1. It ain't that hard. It's just $1. You can afford it. You do all that talk right there. Demanding them to give you money, but you won't ask, hey ladies, I do prosperity spells for y'all. Could y'all each do one for me, please? You'll ask them for the actual money, but you won't ask for a spell. You'll ask for actual money, but you won't ask for a spell. You are not a real witch. You don't even believe in these spells because you don't even ask for them for yourself. But you'll sit there and bang your head about $1 from 600 subs, but you won't do a spell or ask them to do a spell for yourself. That way you ain't got to beg anymore. Deep down, you know you a fake ass witch along with being a fake bitch.
Regarding yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting that out there for those of you who are doing the magic.
Plus, people in that world would never ask her for any spell work because her life is raggedy. Who would ask for her help? Yeah, she's tinkling in a bucket. Yeah. So, I mean, if she really believed in the spells, and she may not believe putting one on for herself will work, but I mean, if you don't believe you can do it for yourself, then you would be like, hey, my fellow witches, could each of y'all do a money spell on me? Blah, blah, blah. Not any of them. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Thank you for doing that spell on me. But y'all ain't doing it for her in return. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they are real witches and they know their shit will work and they don't want to help her. I don't know.
And you're getting weird results. Like, oh my God, all of these dusties, these men that told me no, 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 no. They held back the money. They didn't want to give me the money. But the funny thing is, the motherfucker that knocked over that oil, he reached right in his pocket and gave me that fucking $50 like it was nothing.
Oh, stop, Crystal, because you already told him this. You already told that you asked for that 50. Stop.
You know what I'm saying? The old Tim would have been acting all cheap and broke. Girl, he just handed me the money. And I think that was the mother divine
he didn't
telling
just
me,
hand you that money. You asked for it.
You can make them give you the money.
You told him $50 for the herbs.
You know what I'm saying? But and that was my affirmation. Him digging in his pocket. He didn't, because the old Tim would have just spilt my shit and be like, oh well, I ain't got it right now, but he would have bullshitted me. He would have knocked over the old Tim. He would have knocked over my oil, my money oil, and he wouldn't have gave me nothing. So the fact that he did that, and then he said what he said outside, and no, I didn't give this nigga no pussy. I didn't give him shit. Not even.
Oh, you probably didn't today. Maybe back then. Oh, he just pulled out the money and gave you $50. Girl, please, please stop.
And a tongue kiss. He came over here fiending.
Hold on, I gotta back up about this tongue kiss.
So the fact that he did that, and then he said what he said outside, and no, I didn't give this nigga no pussy. I didn't give him shit, not even a tongue kiss. He came over here fiending. All right? I didn't give him nothing. And the fact that I didn't give him no ass, no pussy, and this nigga gave me $50 because he knocked over my oil, that was the divine telling me, Crystal, it works.
Oh my goodness. Whether he girl. You didn't give him no pussy because you really can't do that no more. I mean, you really can't sit up, lay down too long. How you gonna fuck? I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Okay? He came knocking on your door. You let him in. He spilled your stuff. Well, why your oil's on the floor? I'm going to assume it was on the floor. And you spend a lot of time in your bedroom when you do your live streams. All your shit's around there. So how did he get from the front door to the living room to your bedroom? Why were y'all? I'm gonna assume y'all in your bedroom, so you weren't gonna do shit. You may not be able to lay down or throw it down, but you can still suck. I'm pretty sure you can do that. So you ain't gonna sit here and try to tell me you didn't have the thought of doing something until he knocked your shit over. But $50 still, that ain't a whole lot. I mean, you need it, yes, but you should have asked for more.
And he even had a shock look on his face, like he reached in his pocket.
He probably said, "Damn, she bigger than the last time." He did, and you know what? At that point, her spell of a limp dick came true. That spell of them dicks not working came true. It just went.
Like, why am I giving her this? Like, the old me wouldn't give her nothing. I said it with confidence. You gonna have to give me $50 to replace what you spilled.
And there it is. She said, "You're gonna have to give me $50." Yeah, you asked for it. It ain't like he just said, "Oh, damn, I spilled your shit here. Here's $50. I hope that covers it." Because that's what you try to make us think, that he just whipped it out without saying anything. Now, see, you said you asked for it. You can't keep your lies straight, but that's okay. I got you, girl.
The old him would have acted like a bitch. Oh, I don't got no money on me. I can't do that. I don't got no money on me. I'm paying all these bills. I don't got no money to give you. That was the old him. But the new him, it looked like he was under a spell, girl.
And I bet you thinking, ooh, the new him, maybe I'll give him another chance. I mean, this is Christmas Day after you went to visit Angelo, so that could have been Christmas bonus for a job. That $50 could have been a Christmas gift. That he probably don't need no money if he got a good job. So you really ain't hurting his pockets any. I mean, whew, boy. I'm glad you got that $50, Crystal. But honestly, you ain't really doing nothing. You ain't really doing it to convince me that you got it like that. That the spells are working. You're not. I would have asked for a lot. I would have told him I need $100 just for the ingredients, and then I need another 100 to get my floor clean. I need $200 from you right now. That's what you should have done.
He reached in his pocket and handed me the money without any fucking protest. So that's how I knew. I said, "Oh, this shit does work." Because he's a cheap motherfucker. I mean, it's like pulling teeth to get money out this motherfucker. And he handed me a $50 bill. Like,
I don't mean to keep pausing, but he probably didn't give you the money back then because you didn't do nothing to earn it in his eyes. But here, he comes into your house and he messes something up. He breaks something. He spills something. So he might, well, he should feel responsible because he is. And that's why you got the money. You got the money now because he did something in your house that he shouldn't have done versus you just saying, give me some money because you asked for it with your hand out in the past. So I still ain't going with the spell workout. He just felt bad for what he done. And like I said, $50, that wasn't nothing. This man, he messed up. He messed up, and you charge him $50. That wasn't nothing to him. This ain't no spell. He just taking responsibility for something he did.
it was nothing.
Yeah, he
So
felt
you might
sorry.
say, oh, $50 is not a lot of money. Okay, it is if to a motherfucker that's cheap and they don't want to give you nothing and they just break your shit or spill your shit and they say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't got no money on me. Nope, he handed me that fucking money. It's like he was under a spell.
Oh boy, she would do. Like I said, good. She got this $50. It's good. I mean, $50. I wouldn't want to, waste $50. I wouldn't want to waste it. But he's not a. You making this 50 sound like 50,000? Like, ooh, he gave me some money. $50. $50 is not hurting him if he's got a job and he's got money. Like you say, 50 is not hurting him. You need this. You did the same thing with that Dr. Frat Bro who gave you that $40 cash out. That guy gave you $40 cash out, which is good. I would be happy about that too. But you went all into your panties are wet, you're having an orgasm, and that right there, your reaction to small amounts of money, that's what makes you look ridiculous and desperate. You can be grateful and thankful, but you just take it to the next level. Like whatever they gave you, you didn't add an extra zero onto it. Dr. Frat Bro gave you $40. You acting like it was 400. Just like this guy gave you 50, you're acting like it was 500. You're oh boy, you're ridiculous.
It was like I had him under hypnosis.
No,
he reached in his pocket and handed me that 50 like it was nothing. No protest. No, oh, well, I don't really got it, but okay, I guess I'll give it to you. Nope. He didn't say shit.
Under a spell?
It's like the divine mother put her knee on his neck and said, give her that money, nigga.
Or maybe he just gave it to you. You want a man to give you money, and then when he does, you just won't give him credit for it. It's always got to be the divine mother or some kind of spell. You can't appreciate a man giving you money because you don't appreciate a man giving you money when he does.
And he did. Not a word, no back talk, no nothing.
Just be grateful.
So that right there proved to me this shit does work. Because I put calamus in that motherfucking oil. That's the thing I'm trying to tell y'all. I worked on that oil that morning, y'all. I added all type of extra ingredients. I was just sitting on my bed, like, looking at that money oil, like, something's missing. Right? And I grabbed the oil. I must have put like 8 new ingredients in it. One of the 8 new ingredients in it was calamus. And I knew how powerful. It's a compelling herb, a controlling herb. I said, should I really fuck with this shit when it comes to money oil? And the divine said, Crystal, put it in there. Crystal, put it in there. I put it in there. And that's probably what made that motherfucker act like a zombie and reach in his pocket and give me that $50 like it was nothing with no back talk. I took that money oil and I had to put, the new money oil, the new improved money oil, and I had to put some money oil on a certain person's stuff that I'm working on to make their boss give them that raise. You know what?
Oh my goodness. See, that's what I'm talking about. You're trying to make somebody's boss give them a raise. So you are going to take credit for somebody getting a raise based on your spells rather than their good work ethic. You're going to take credit for their promotion. See?
I'm saying, so this shit does work, y'all. So that was the divine telling me, Crystal, put some on that person's stuff. You got all these crystals. You got your little altar with all of the stuff for this person that you're working on. Put some of this new improved oil on these stuff. So now I'm super confident that spell is going to work for whoever I'm working on because I put the new improved version. Before that nigga when he knocked over the new improved version of the oil, y'all. I was mad at that motherfucker. And I was sitting on my bed looking up shit to add to the money oil. Let me think of all the new things I added. Oh my God, y'all won't believe. I added girl. Now, I told y'all about obsidian, right? I added snowflake obsidian, all right? That's a little gentler than obsidian. Snowflake obsidian has quartz inclusions inside of the crystal, and it's more gentle than obsidian, all right? The divine told me, you need this type of obsidian in that oil. All right. I put that in there. I put vetiver. Of course, I put the calamus in there. I put, what else did I put in there? I put, oh my God, I put like 3 other things in there that I can't think of right now. But girl, I improved that fucking oil. I added garnet. Yeah, garnet. I looked up garnet. It said garnet is good for money spells. I said, holy shit. It brings success. It brings prosperity and wealth. I said, you need to go in that motherfucking oil, bitch. I put green aventurine in that motherfucker. Oh, girl, I was just sitting on a bed, cackling like a witch, rocking back and forth. Because when the magic works,
that's a schizophrenia.
You get excited. You start vibrating. See, y'all don't know about this work over here, man.
You don't know about it either. You're going through all this shit, spending all this money to make all these oils. Oh, my goodness. This is And these women, or those women, are going to keep funding this mess. They're going to keep funding this. She's putting all this money into wigs and clothes from Rainbow and oils and stuff. Girl, you got bills to pay. You got property taxes coming up in the next month or so. You gotta, shit, about another 2 weeks, you're gonna lose your car. You're wasting your money with this stuff. if that person's meant to have that promotion, they're gonna get it. I mean, yes, people, pray, God, whatever, I want this promotion, yada yada yada. Faith, faith, faith. But your spells are not doing it. It's their hard work and their prayer to whoever they pray to. It's not their spells. It's not your spells. You need to put the spells and the herbs down and find out what you're going to do before you're confined to that wheelchair. If you can get one that you can get your hips in. And then how are you gonna get to that bucket? How are you gonna get to that bucket? How are you gonna go to the bathroom if you're not able to lift yourself up? You better be thinking about some type of oh man, Crystal Swirlz. You're gonna be laying in your own piss and feces. Stop the bullshit with the spells. It's not working. It hasn't been for the last 2 years. You could be laying in your own shit, and then that's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be disgusting, and girl, they're gonna be picking out your casket. They're gonna be picking out your casket. Start saving up for that.
Actually cackling like a witch with no teeth in her head. And I'm rocking back and forth. I'm making the magic work. I'm chanting over the oil. I'm like, whoa. And
I wonder why she is telling people her ingredients. That's interesting too. I wonder if they even try it and then realize it don't work. That's very interesting. Actually, I mean, because she does have, women over there who are part of the witch coven and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not throwing no shade at that. I mean, I don't know nothing about that witch stuff, but I know Crystal Swirlz ain't one. She should, instead of, telling what her ingredients, and if these women really believe her, which I don't, because you see the very few cash apps she gets, but if they really believe her, make this stuff, bottle it up, and sell it. Sell it. Yeah, she needs to pray and bathe and find a job. Yeah. Sell these things. If they really work, this money spell that she had with all this extra shit in it that brought Dusty Dude to her front step, if that was the real cause of it, sell that shit. Sell that shit.
Got my phone, all right? I'm reading up.
All other YouTubers, they got their own merch. She could sell her witch oils.
Up on a shit to add to the goddamn shit. And I'm like, this shit does this does this. Oh my God, you gotta go in my oil, motherfucker. And I'm speaking life into the oil. I'm like, you the best oil in the world. You are powerful. This is the best money magic oil in the world, y'all. I shouted it into the oil. And just like water holds vibrations, so does oil. As a matter of fact, it holds it even more because it's sticky. It seals in the intention. See, water is an evaporator. Oil seals. If you ever got burned by hot grease versus hot water, you know the difference. That's two different types of energies, y'all. If you get burned by a pot of hot water, it's bad. But you fuck around and get burnt by hot grease, you gonna be wishing, girl, that shit is no joke to get. It seals because oil is a sealer. Water is an evaporator, right? So when he knocked over my oil, and I noticed something weird, he didn't knock over all my oil. The herbs, the crystals, the glitter, girl, it was, the majority of it was in the jar. He knocked over 3/4 of the bottle. He knocked over the liquid part of the oil. But the contents, the goodness, the real magic was at the bottom. It has settled at the bottom of the jar. And then it had maybe like 3 inches of oil on top of that. So he did but girl. So my crystals, my herbs, my oils, they were still inside the money oil. I just had to add more oil. You know what I'm saying? Because everything has settled at the bottom. And he didn't knock over the stuff that was on the bottom. So the oil is still good. You know what I'm saying? I just got to add more of my particular type of oil. It's an oil that is good for manifestation. I'm not going to tell you how the name of that oil. None of your business. But yeah. And it's not no goddamn sweet almond oil. It's not no goddamn any of these other funky oils. And for those of you who are listening to the sound of my voice and you doing your little money oil, I gave away a few of my secrets, right? My money oil, I added so many other things other than the things that I mentioned to you. There's at least 11 or 12 other ingredients. And I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they're magical. And I added it to the oil, all right?
I wonder if she has a book or something where she keeps, all the recipes for these spells when she, comes up with a new concoction. I wonder if she has a, recipe book for all this.
And that was the old version. The new version, I told y'all some of the new stuff I added. But the old version got like 12, maybe 13 other ingredients that I know are very, very powerful. And I add to my special oil. I never tell all my secrets. All right? But girl, I'm telling you, this shit, now that I know that the magic works, and these motherfuckers came out of nowhere. And I feel like she sent this goofy ass, cheap motherfucker to my house on purpose. Because the old him would have not given me that $50. I'm telling y'all, this man is so fucking cheap. He will break your shit and he will not replace it. All right? Now this is during my when I wasn't celibate, right? When I wasn't celibate and we did the do one time, I fucked the nigga one time, you know what I'm saying? He broke my bed. He's a fat, sloppy motherfucker, right? And he broke my
Oh Lord have mercy. She said he's a fat, sloppy. Oh my goodness. Woo, boy, you still scraping the bottom of the barrel. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Damn. Meth heads, smegma dudes, this fat guy here, I mean, I just don't understand why anybody follows your advice. I don't get it. You, you don't live what you preach.
goddamn bed. Do you think that he replaced that shit? No,
Yeah, the irony of her calling someone fat and sloppy.
nope. Nope, nigga, nope. He broke my fucking. I had a nice bed with a nice platform on it with 4 legs. He broke one of the legs on my bed, y'all, with his fat, goofy ass. And girl, he did not offer to replace my nice. So what I had to do, the bed was all lopsided, and he didn't give a fuck. He didn't replace it. So I was so fucking mad. And I learned from that lesson. That was the last time I had seen him. I learned from that lesson, damn, he's cheap. He not even gonna replace. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." That was it.
What the fuck did she really call someone that stepped away? Yeah, she did. She did. I want to hear about this bed because I know Dan bought her one, and Angelo, after about a week, Angelo jumped on the bed and broke it. So is this the same bed, and you're just trying to blame it on this guy or what? I want to know.
He didn't replace shit. He didn't say, "Oh, I broke your nice platform bed." It was cute, y'all. It had 4 legs.
Well, damn, Crystal, I hope all beds have 4 legs. I hope all beds have 4 legs.
And it kept the bed off the floor. It was a nice fucking platform with 4 legs, and he broke one with his between my over 300 pound ass and his damn near 400 pound ass. We broke the goddamn thing, and it was fine when I sat on it. I sat on it nice and gentle. He plopped on my shit, boom, broke my shit.
Well, evidently there was a weight limit and y'all broke it.
I was so fucking mad. And he did not offer to fix my shit. He didn't offer to give me no money. So when he left, I had to take books to keep the bed.
He didn't offer to give you no money. I would be like, hold up, you gonna help me pay for this shit. You didn't ask him, hey, you need to help me pay for this. That was you being scared to ask for money. Not his fault. You let him walk out without giving you something for it.
From being lopsided. I said, this cheap motherfucker, I will never fuck this motherfucker again.
They're so big that both of them on the bed broke it. Yeah. Yeah. He's so cheap, I'm not gonna fuck him ever. Well, you know what? Was that when you were talking about money first? I'm not even gonna ask that question. I'm about to say, did you get any money before you fucked him? But you don't do that, so irrelevant question.
Right? So the fact that he came over this time, I didn't have no sex with this motherfucker, not even a tongue kiss. I gave him a peck on the cheek. That was it. He bought me some Chinese food. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bought me a Sprite. I try to stay away from the soda, but that was because I don't drink soda, drinking at that time was delicious. All right. And we sat at the table and we talked. You know?
And you don't drink sodas. Why? I mean, it's good that you don't, because I don't really drink them too much either. But I would like to hear why you don't. If you're that person that goes and buys the double whopper, large fries, and then you get a diet drink type of situation. I mean, why do you not drink soda?
So when we came into the living room, he sat on my bed in the living room. You know what I'm saying? And
your bed
we talked.
In the living room?
No sex, no nothing. And he said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I knocked over your oil." I was like, "Oh my God." I rolled my eyes. I looked at that motherfucker like I was going to kill him. Because I know how he is. If he spills something, breaks something, he not going to give you shit.
Well, apparently he's a changed man. He's grown up. He's taking responsibility. Maybe not with your bed back then, but he spilled your oil. So kudos to him. Chinese food. I'm wondering what you ate.
He spilled my money oil. It was a thick puddle on the floor. And I'm looking at that shit in horror because I worked on that oil.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's pre-diabetic or has diabetes. That much weight is a lot. Yeah, actually, I'm tipping the scale on being pre-diabetic myself. I got to get my well, I did lower my A1C and cholesterol levels, but they probably spiked up a little bit after all this Christmas food I just had with the family. But since she's morbidly obese, she needs to do more than just cut soda out. It's not like someone who's just trying to lose 20 or 30 pounds. Yeah, she um it's a wrap for her, unless you know I don't understand why she's not like trying to. She's always going on about, women having this island with no men, and she's got these fantasies of this gender war. She needs to, I don't know, put up a GoFundMe to get gastric bypass or something to help her out. That poor bitch didn't stand a chance. But instead, it spells and talking about what 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 man, black, white, whatever he ain't doing. That's not gonna help her situation. I don't know why, other than not really caring. And some of them say they do, but why aren't they like, why don't they set up a GoFundMe for her? You're a nice way. She's almost 400 pounds. Thank you, Cleon. But seriously, they dispel shit. Crystal. Oh boy. I mean, her spine, it's done. She's to the point where they can't really fix it. But maybe it can give her a few more years, or at least takes some of the pain away if the weight was gone. Gastric bypass, whatever else needs to go. Man, there's a way, but just rather sit here and talk about what men ain't doing.
That's that very morning. I put
She would have to change her eating habits if she got the surgery. Without changing, she would burst the staples out. Yeah, yeah. And she probably would have to lose a considerable amount of weight even before the surgery. Because I had a coworker, and that's when he had to lose a certain amount of weight before they would even do the surgery on him. But he looks great now. He looks great now.
I put vetiver, I put obsidian, snowflake obsidian. A girl. I looked at that motherfucker like I was gonna kill him.
Would add years to her life.
Yeah. I rolled my eyes and I said it in an authoritative voice. You're gonna have to replace this. Give me $50. It looked like he was under a trance. Now this is a cheap motherfucker.
He wasn't under no trance, and if you said it like that, give me $50, he probably was taken aback, like, what the fuck? She's speaking up now. He's probably shocked at your audacity, your the fact that you stood up and be like, you gonna give me some money for this shit, that you weren't timid about it. But he wasn't in no trance. He's probably just shocked that you had the balls to speak up and say something. If you really did say it like that, which I don't think you did, but I'm gonna let you have
that. If he fuck your shit up, he not gonna replace it. He gonna go, oops, I'm sorry, and that's it.
I doubt she has I doubt she has a scale. I doubt she has a scale. She held on to that little bit over 300 pounds, little bit over 300 pounds. She held on to that for a long time. And of course, y'all saw her recently. That's not 300 pounds anymore. That's not 300 pounds. And I mean, just, oh boy, just one of those thighs alone was almost wider than myself. Crystal, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? She could have taken some of Angelo's money, got the gastric bypass. Now I will say this: take some of her son's money to help herself, and in return she can continue to help him. But all the other stuff she spent that money on, if it ain't fixing herself in the car and the house, other than that, any money she spent was wasteful. It wasn't for her in that sense. But yeah, they need to start a GoFundMe. Get the gastric bypass, and she might get to see 55, 60.
Like he was under a spell. Hey, he handed me $50 like it was nothing. He didn't protest. He didn't say, "Oh, I don't got it. I don't got no money on me." He gave me that shit.
Could he spill something in your house?
Now I don't know if he was scared
Hey, Juanita.
of me because I did my woo woo in his face. And then when we got outside, he said, he was looking at me in wonder because I got excited because the divine was talking to me. When I saw him reach in his fucking pocket and hand me that shit like he was under a trance.
No, he wasn't.
That cheap motherfucker that usually he will lie. He will have $500 in his pocket and he will lie and say he don't got no money. He handed me that motherfucking money like,
if you asking me for my money and you don't deserve it, I'ma lie too. If she worked at Popeyes full time, their insurance would have covered the gastric bypass. Yeah. I actually I was looking at some of one of the lives where she was dressed in blue, and she said something about we all thinking it's Popeye, but she said KFC, and she said the lady told her she could not lean on the register, blah blah blah. So she actually said it was KFC that she was working at, and that she needed to go in the bathroom and bend over and stretch before she walked outside to the bus station because she didn't want to walk outside hunched over. So it was actually KFC that she worked at. So now we know.
Girl, it was like he was under a spell. And when we went outside, he's like, "What you doing? What you doing?" I said, "Don't worry about it. It's witchy stuff." The divine was speaking to me in the form of flashes going through my third eye.
So now he's asking you what you doing. Cause 15, 20 minutes or so ago, you said that he was like saying something about the magic will work better or something. Like he understood what you were doing. Now he's confused and scared again. Girl, let's just say for whatever reason this guy came over to your house, you let him in, probably with the idea of having sex with him, and it didn't happen because he saw what you look like now, felt bad, you told him you were hungry, or maybe he watches your videos, took you and got you some Chinese food, spilled the shit, felt bad. $50, that ain't nothing to him because, like you said, he got money. Giving you $50 ain't shit. He gave it to you. The end. This ain't got nothing to do with spells. He felt responsible. He might have been responsible for your bed too. I don't know. Let's just say he matured in this sense and gave you the money. This ain't spells. Oh man. She needs to reality, Crystal Swirlz. Reality.
Girl, my hands were shaking. I love it when she talks to me. Cause I was starting to feel depressed. I was feeling sad. Like,
yeah, they would let her sit down. She could. I've seen people. I saw a person in one of those the wheelchairs that the electrical ones, and they spoke through a voice box, and it said "Welcome to Walmart." They spoke through a voice box, so she could work at Walmart, get the employee discount and all that good shit.
Damn, nothing's going good in my life. She said, "Crystal, don't worry about it." She said, she jumped right in there because she knows how I get. She knows how I get. Even though he gave me that $50, I still felt depressed about that oil. That's how good because I know that shit works. She said, "Crystal, put your hands in the oil." And she said, "Go outside." I did it. Now here it is. It's a dark night, y'all. This happened on it was either the day after Christmas or on Christmas. No, it had to be on Christmas because I just came back from seeing Angelo. All right. My hands were sopping with oil. I took the oil and something said, money doesn't grow on trees. Or does it? And I said, you motherfucker. He thought I was talking to him. I was talking to myself. I shouted that into the air because I was talking to the divine. I said, motherfucker. And I started laughing. I got excited. Because when she talks to me, I get excited. So I started smearing money all over the trees. I went to my big tree in the front. I rubbed the oil all over that motherfucker. I said, you my friend. Thank you. As you grow, so shall my money. Money does grow on trees around here. And he just looking at me like I'm crazy.
You are crazy. And the money tree will grow, along with that tree. I want to know how old is that tree in the yard because I mean, how many rings on, how many rings in that trunk of that tree? How old is that tree? How old is that tree? But oh, goodness, it's amazing how a Sprite and some Chinese food will make it go crazy.
He is looking at me like I'm crazy. And then when I sat down, he said, I'm sorry I knocked over your oil, but have you ever stopped to think, like, you so focused on the money? I said, listen, don't speak no negative shit, all right? I don't want to hear you and your philosophy.
Can you imagine living next to her and witnessing all the buffoonery? I know. I would be like, yeah, I need a wellness check at blah 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 blah. Yeah, we need a wellness check over there ASAP.
But then something said, the divine is speaking through this fool. Shut up and listen. So I sat there and listened to the nigga and what he had to say. He said, I mean, has it ever occurred to you maybe you got it all bottled up? You got that bottle, you got that magic bottled up, and maybe it was meant to be spread around. And I looked at him, I said, that wasn't him speaking.
That man did not say that shit. And no, I don't care who was speaking. No, good storytelling, Crystal. Good storytelling. I don't believe this shit at all. I don't know. I believe he came to your house. For what reason? I don't know. But either way, you let this dusty person in your house, Mr. Killer of every 5.5 hours. I get it. You're lonely. You want some company. I get it. I don't knock you for that. But all this other shit, girl. An old friend came over. Y'all got some dinner. Came in the house, and he knocked your stuff over. You got some money for it. The end. We don't need all this other shit. The spells and he's in a trance and all this, girl. Because I mean, you're not helping yourself. If you have to do spells and put people in trances to make them do stuff for you, you can't make people naturally want to do stuff for you. That says a lot about you. And it's not good.
That was the divine mother speaking through this dummy.
Oh, yeah. She adds to her stories.
Through this dummy. So the spell worked.
No, it didn't.
It worked on a level I could not understand. I smeared my window frames. I didn't give a fuck if he saw me do it. He's sitting there watching me work. I think he's scared of me. I dipped my hand in the oil. I smeared my window frames. I said, window of opportunity. That window, that flash popped up in my subconscious, in my third eye. Window of opportunity. And I smeared my windows. I said, oh shit. Oh shit. Crystal, go to the door and smear your door frame. Smeared my door frame. Smeared the knob. I smeared the...
I'm just one of these herbs and stuff that I'm going to assume that there would be some kind of scent, smell, odor, aroma, whatever you want to call it. And she's smearing this stuff on the windows and the door frames. And I'm just wondering what bugs are going to be attracted to all this and coming up in her house. I'm just wondering about that. Smearing this stuff all over the place.
Trees outside. Money does grow on trees. Money, girl, I was going crazy. She sent that dummy to my house. Y'all can't see that?
No.
And everything I told this nigga. Now check this shit out. When he first knocked on my door, because he ghosted me, right? He ghosted me. We did it that one time. It was good. All right? It was good. I'm not going to lie. It was good. The sex was good.
But no. You don't need men. No. Tyrone, no. Dusty, no. Here goes another one. It was good.
All right? But he goes to me after that because he thought he was getting over. I guess he thought, yeah, bitch, I got the pussy. Ha. Now I'm out. But you forgot my pussy's good. And he was telling me the whole time he was fucking me, this shit good as fuck. This pussy good as fuck.
Well, if it was good as fuck, then he wouldn't have ghosted you. He would have been coming back. You're not making any sense, Crystal. I'm going to let you go ahead and tell it.
I said, yeah, because I was celibate for a while. All right? I was celibate for a while.
She probably, I don't know. This guy right here is somebody who showed up on her door Christmas morning, but she slept with him in the past, but she's not claiming to sleep with him now on Christmas Day. She's not claiming that, but she did let him in the house, and he took her to eat Chinese, and he spilled oil in her house.
And I'm saving myself for that special person. But, girl, I broke my celibacy with that motherfucker. And that was like around 6 months ago.
Oh, what? Ooh, I stand corrected. Wait a minute. About 6 months ago, you broke your celibacy with a, as you say, dusty Ooh, well, you never said he was Tyrone, but we know. We know. 6 months ago. This December, which makes that, excuse me, June, July-ish. August. Around 6 months ago, not necessarily 6 months. Oh, was this some birthday peen? Was this some birthday peen? Because your birthday is in August, so around 6 months, 5, 6 months, give or take. Was this some birthday peen? Did you get you some chocolate dusty peen for your birthday? Woo! All this time, Tyrone this, Tyrone that. But then again, this might explain why she's talking about, I fuck a Steve Harvey type. I would fuck a Russell Wilson type. I need to go back and look at my videos and see when she said that. I don't think it was that long ago. But this birthday peen probably changed her mind, and that's why she said that she'd take a Steve Harvey type. Because now this guy right here, he's got money. So in her eyes, he is that Steve Harvey type. And oh boy, I'm celibate. I'm recluse. Oh, wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to be male divested? Huh? You're supposed to be male divested, and also you're supposed to be, what's the other one? Not male minded. Ooh, Crystal Swirlz. Mm-mm. You're talking all that shit out one side of your dick suckers, and you're talking the other shit on the other side of your dick suckers. And then in the middle, you're sucking dick. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. Don't ever live what she preaches. It makes me wonder if she was the dude she interviewed. I wonder if the fat guy white or black. I'm thinking this guy, I'm thinking he black Kim. She ain't said it, but we ain't really never heard of any white guys going over to her house. It's always been Tyrone. So I'm going to say it's probably Tyrone here too. She just called him, I'm pretty sure it's the black guy. I put my money on it.
That was around 6 months ago, y'all. All right? But my thing is this.
I just got to hear that one more time. Hold on, I got to back up.
All right? I was celibate for a while. And I'm saving myself for that special person, but
she's not male divested or celibate. She proves over and over again that if any man, including black, pays her attention, she would give them in a heartbeat. Yeah, yes, over and over again. She's celibate and saving it for that special person. That special person was this fat, dusty black guy who kicked the oil over. Who ghosted you, but it was so good, but he ghosted you. Girl. All this, men ain't shit. We don't need them for nothing.
Girl, I broke my celibacy with that motherfucker, and that was like around 6 months ago. That was around 6 months ago, y'all. All right?
Oh, boy, you broke your celibacy for Tyrone's peen. Just let that marinate for a moment. You broke your celibacy not for Brad or Top Shelf Todd type or Chung Lee or Jose or another Latina, but for the one that you man bashed the most. Oh, that's the one you broke your celibacy with. Man, come on. You can't make this shit up. But then again, I mean, you really can't go too far, whether it's in a car or by foot. So you take what's within your environment. Does he live in the projects across the street? Because she lives in Blackistan. I don't care what she try to tell y'all. Just because she got Maria living next door, don't mean it's a diverse neighborhood. She's in Blackistan. Celibacy, Tyrone. Damn.
But my thing is this. So he popped up 6 months later after he goes to me on Christmas. He showed up at my motherfucking door the day before yesterday, knocking on my door with 2 big funky ass plates of food. He offered me the food. I said, you know what I was saying in my mind? You cheap motherfucker.
Wait, so he shows up with the food. Wait. He just shows up out of the blue with food. Okay, she's been talking to they might have had sex 6 months ago. She's been talking to him on the regular still, and he knows her situation of not having any food. Or he watches her channel and sees the situation of her not having any food. I'm going to go with the contact. I'm going to go they're still in contact. He brought her food. Okay, just out of the blue.
You ghosted me after you fucked me at one time. I broke my celibacy for you. And you show up at my door on Christmas Eve with some funky ass food as a peace offering? So I gave him my little fake smile. I said, "Oh, that's so sweet, but I don't eat after everybody." He said, "No, my mama, my aunt lives like a few blocks away. She cooked. I bought you some food." I said, "No, I don't eat after everybody. That's nice." I said, "You cheap bastard."
So he randomly went to her house with food, not knowing if she would be at home or not. That's what it's sounding like. This is the first, she's been talking about this for the last half hour. This is the first time I'm hearing about the fact that he brought food. She said they ate Chinese and she had a Sprite because she don't normally drink, sodas. But this right here is the first time of we hearing that he had the food with him. So I don't know. She's talking about his aunt made it, but then yet they had Chinese. I ain't saying that his wife can't make, the aunt can't make Chinese, but first your aunt makes the food. First you go to Chinese. Now it's the food your aunt made. Let's see what he says.
I was thinking that in my mind. So then I'm sitting there studying this motherfucker. I'm at the kitchen table.
Exactly. I don't believe this. She's been talking to him and they probably talked about him coming over. And now we know he black. What white man have his aunt living around the corner with food? I told you, Kim. Right. Oh, back up a little bit. Yeah, let's let's listen.
You cheap bastard. I was thinking that in my mind.
But you gonna take that cheap bastard $50 though.
So then I'm sitting there studying this motherfucker. I'm at the kitchen table. He at the kitchen table. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. I said, "Damn, I'm in the mood for some Chinese. I want some crab sticks with some shrimp fried rice." Okay, I'll get it. No problem. I got you. And I was like, "Is this the same motherfucker that's so cheap? He won't buy me food. He gonna bring me some leftovers that his auntie cooked."
Okay, let's see. If it was a white man, she would be bragging about it. The way she's mimicking his voice sound like she's imitating a black dude. Oh, this is definitely a black dude. I don't doubt that at all. But and she's talking about how he cheap because he brought over some leftovers from his aunt's house. I mean, that's just what people do over the holidays. They bring people plates and things of that. That's just what people do. And I mean, you really can't be picky. I mean, I get it, not eating everybody's food, but I don't know. You ain't had no problem laying down with them, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can fuck him and still not eat his aunt's food. Let's go.
"Is this the same cheap bastard?" He said it like it was nothing. "Okay, I'll do it." I was like, "Wow, maybe we onto something." Because when I tell y'all this man is cheap, y'all, he is cheap. He will give you somebody else's food to eat.
That's, oh my goodness. He's giving you somebody else's food. Oh my goodness. Well, you probably wouldn't understand of having that family unit. You get together for the holidays and you eat food, and then people take plates home, or if you know a neighbor who might be disabled as you are soon to be, you're nice enough to think about that person, especially when they don't have any family nearby, and you take them a plate and then they're grateful for it, but you wouldn't know shit about that. Your ass gonna be grateful for a grape, a prune, when nobody brings you shit. Your ass gonna be grateful then, but it's gonna be too late.
So that was the first sign that something was going on. So he didn't give me no protest. He didn't say, "Oh, I don't got no money. I didn't bring no."
Hello, Anisha Howard. Welcome. I just love you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. If it was a white man who was great in bed, she would be Let it be known. Well, Cinnabon Bunny, she actually did say that he was. Well, no, she didn't. Yeah, she did say he was good in bed. She did say this guy right here. She said it was good, but then she kind of went more into him saying how good she was. She just said, yeah, it was good, and then she was like, oh yeah, he was talking about how good it was to him, and she went on about how good she was, but she did quickly mention that he was good too. Thank you, Anisha.
I gave you the food from my auntie's house. Eat that. He didn't do that. He shut the fuck up. He got up. He was like, I'll get it for you. No problem. I was like, is this the same person? So when Mr. Cheapskate knocked over the goddamn oil, and I commanded him to give me $50, he gave me a $50. I said, this cannot be the same person.
She commanded him. She did say that she went to go visit him. This story of this guy coming to her house was after she came back from visiting Angelo. So yeah, she did mention she went to visit him, so he's still in Florida. Yeah. Thank you,
this
Dan.
cannot be the same. That's when I knew the magic worked. And I believe that the divine sent that motherfucker over here.
No, he just matured since the last time you saw him, or maybe it's just the fact that it was Christmas and he was trying to be, you know, thoughtful, do a good deed, and he may go back to being, dusty, broke, and don't want to give you shit. He might have went back to that, but today is Christmas and he's trying to do a good deed, and you can't just accept it for what it is. He's got to be a broke ass, bring you somebody else's food. He's got to be a broke ass, only doing this. He didn't have to pay you any attention whatsoever. You wouldn't have had them Chinese food. You wouldn't have had, I don't know what was in the plate. I'm gonna guess, some ham, turkey, cranberry sauce, some dressing, potato salad. All you wouldn't have had. You didn't want the auntie's plate. Probably would have been the best meal you had in it all year. Probably the best meal, girl. Shit.
She sent him over here to show me, to illustrate.
No, she didn't command nobody.
The magic works.
No, it don't.
You know why she said? She said, Crystal, I'm gonna send the cheapest motherfucker you ever fucked over the house. The cheapest man. He done broke your bed. All right, I was crying.
What is sending the cheapest man to you? How is that supposed to help your situation? This is why I say the Divine Mother, why would she send you the cheapest man? Knowing your situation, why would she send you the cheapest man? Why would she send you the cheapest man? Why is it? Oh my goodness. Keep on justifying the fact that you are not worth the money that you want from people. Keep on justifying why you're not getting it. Besides, you're not worthy. Someone brings you a plate of food. Okay, I get it. Eat stranger food, but you know this guy. It's not. Oh, sheesh. A homeless person is more grateful than you.
Right over that bed. That bed was so cute. It had 4 legs, the old-fashioned legs under as the platform, and he sat and he broke my shit.
I tried, Anisha. I tried.
Nothing. This is the same motherfucker, y'all.
Thank you for the subscription.
All right. So I'm telling y'all this. Y'all probably say, Crystal, what's the big deal about with this story you're telling us? It's a big deal, bitch.
How?
And that same day, you know what I'm saying? I was on the phone all day today talking with quadratic equation. All day. We must have talked for like 2 hours on the goddamn phone.
2 hours isn't all day. And I know you weren't talking to her all day because you just said how you were talking to one broke Dusty and then this one came to your door. So you weren't talking to quadratic equation all day, and 2 hours ain't all day, like I said. But you were talking to this one Dusty on the phone, and all of a sudden another one knocks on your door with Auntie's food. Now, there's a total of 4 of them that approach you this day. I'd really like to hear about the other 2 because you've been going on with this story for the longest. I don't think the other 2 exist.
But I'm telling y'all all of this now because I'm like, girl.
Yeah, the Divine Mother sent her all that money and she blew it. The story is a big deal because she just casually admits to breaking her celibacy for a nigger. You can't make this right. Ooh, boy. Oh man. I gotta go back and clip that shit. Cause all this time, she had the one she met on she met at Walmart and then she called him and then she secretly recorded him without him knowing and he was I think she kept saying, you live with your mom, you live with your mom. He's like, no, she lives with me. I bought the house. That guy. There was always Tyrone, the one who she paid $200 for the Uber to ride around with her because she didn't want to take the Uber. He was telling her, don't eat the donuts. We're always hearing, and then there's the 78-year-old Tyrone who was, I think he was questioning her about the one she gave the $200 to or vice versa. We're hearing about all these Tyrones that she interacts with, but this is the first time she said she was sexual with one. I don't. After that right there, if I was a follower, a supporter, like I used to be, if I was a supporter right now and I heard her say that about Tyrone 6 months ago, oh, I'd be done. I would be done. I would be done. And no one called her out on it. Exactly. I think she just wanted to be around the dude and that she had a crush on him. She bought him a phone and went on and went on about him being light skinned with curly hair. She was attracted to him. Bought him a phone. Who are you talking about? She bought a phone. Are you talking about biracial Tyrone? The one she get the $200 with to ride around with her. She bought him. You talking about that guy? Cinnabunny? Oh shit. Oh, okay. So did that 200 was that for the phone or it was $200 and a phone? It was in one of your videos she admitted to buy him a phone. I must shoot. You know what? She said so much I don't even remember. I forgot which one. Oh, I didn't forget. Oh, 200 and a boy. I might just have to go back and listen to that live because I guess the phone part went over my head. Damn. Okay, let's get back to this.
It's the little things that count, y'all. It's the little things that count, girl.
Wait, girl, I can't stop, girl. She bought him a damn phone, but she can't keep her second phone working to where she can do call-ins. She gonna buy somebody else a phone. Ain't this the guy who she said don't he have a girlfriend at home or a wife or something and supposedly she kicked him out. Because I recall the Tyrone she gave the money to was riding around with her. He got a girlfriend or a wife or something. Something was going on. She kicked him out and he ain't got a job, or something was going on that wasn't quite going right with their relationship. And I thought to myself, you want him for yourself. She gave him a phone, but about to lose her car. Yeah, that too. And right now, she can't and right now, her phone is off. She's gonna take $20 and turn her second phone on. Right now during this live. But she's buying other guys' phones. Shh. Woo, boy. And remember how she admitted to taking care of Milkman, how she thought it was a flex because he was in her house and it was her money because she pulled the purse springs instead of the purse strings, the purse springs, and she thought it was something because it was her money. Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. Oh, she's so ass backwards. She's so ass backwards. King said she's about to lose her house. Well, oh yeah, now I'm gonna get back to the video in a minute. Now the taxes, she said she did something to where she can pay. I think she said her taxes were like 700 something. She made some kind of way where she's paying 70 a month or something. But I know there's interest and other shit that gets added on. So I think she. Oh, Crystal Swirlz, you about to be homeless, girl. You about to be homeless. You might want to go ahead and you might want to go ahead and sell your house and your car, and then the person you sell it to, maybe they will give you a deal and let you move into the back room. Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to tell Quadratic my business. Why not? I didn't want to tell Quadratic the nigga gave me $50 to replace the. I might have mentioned it though. I don't know.
But you didn't want to tell her that you slept with this guy back in the day 6 months ago because she was looking at you like you crazy.
I didn't want to tell her because that's not no money to Quadratic. Quadratic laughs at $50. So I didn't.
So take heed to that. Think about that though. Why are you so thirsty over $50 and hydrate? What the fuck her name is? Quadratic equation is not. Think about that shit. You don't want to tell her about the $50. Have her help you to figure out where you can get kind of where she's at. Oh my goodness, Crystal Swirlz.
I want to embarrass myself and brag about, he gave me 50.
Hold on, the $700 arraignment she made was just for the back taxes. She's got next year's taxes coming up. Oh, okay. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Damn. So, ooh, damn. She in trouble. Yeah. House, car, all that gone. She's losing everything, but wait.
I didn't want to do that. All right. The point of the matter is what the divine was telling me was that I'm going to send the most cheap bastard to your house to prove to.
Oh, so she has to pay the back taxes and then keep up with the current taxes. Yikes. Yep. Yep. I guess she thinks she's on some kind of layaway plan where she can just pay $70 a month for the rest of the remainder while she's there. Thank y'all for the likes and the hearts and the funny faces and all that stuff. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all listening to me with this.
The magic works.
Hold up. So in 2 months she'll be another $700 behind.
When he handed me that $50 bill with no fucking resistance, no excuses. He did it like he was in a trance. That let me.
She didn't want to tell Quadratic, but she got her ass up on a live to brag about the 50 he gave her. Like Quadratic not listening. Oh yeah, I was kind of like, well, you're kind of telling it right now to everybody. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But at the same time, her second phone, where first of all she can't find it, and then secondly, it's not turned on, so nobody can call in and give her the business anyway. So, but yeah, Mm-mm-mm. Damn. Oh, Quadratic would laugh.
You know, Divine girl. This is what I'm telling y'all. She starts out small. She prepares you for the big bang. You're not gonna just get the big. I mean, sometimes you can, but she.
Yeah, like the 300,000 plus, well, nearly 300,000 that you got, and you just, oh my god, you fucked that up. You could have got your surgery done. You could have bought you and Angelo a nice 2-bedroom little house, brand new, brand new. What do you need that house and then the added on room and all that? What do you need all that for? So you can brag about being a kept woman and how how Tyrone wants to know where you live because he wants to use up your resources. They ask you what you do. Don't tell them ain't none of their business. They want to either buy your stuff and use all your resources and drain the black woman dry. That's what you keep saying. But who needs to ask you what you do when you're giving them $200 to ride around with you rather than learning how to excuse me, work a GPS? You rather pay Mr. Kill Me every 5.5 hours $200 and buy him a phone, and he got a woman at home. You rather pay a guy $200 to cut your grass? And who knows how much money Jose and all them got out of you fixing up that house. Girl, 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 girl. Ain't nobody gotta bleed you dry when you just give it away. And I ain't talking about just your pussy. I'm talking about the money too.
He is preparing my mind for something big is about to happen, y'all. I don't know what the fuck it is. But all them goddamn
if I was a supporter who sent her money because she's crying and acting like she's in a fucked up situation, I'd be pissed to see that she spent my money. She got oils and can. Oh yeah, no doubt. She just pretends to be on this Brad train, but can see can see it's not paying her. So now she's mad. It ain't paid her at all. It, and it's sad it's taken her a couple of years, and now she's still teaching women, get the bag, get the bag, get the bag, don't ask no questions, he shouldn't ask you nothing, get the bag, get the bag, get the bag. And then she meets G and Top Chef Todd, and the women are like, Crystal, you tell us to get the bag, why aren't you getting the bag? And what does she do? No, no, no. Y'all trying to fuck me up. Y'all trying to mess my shit up. I ain't gonna ask for no money. No, no, not yet, not yet. Why? Because she said the fastest way to get rid of a man is to ask him for money. So she's telling you to ask so that the man runs away because she wants to keep you single and alone like she is. But these women won't wake the fuck up and smell the Kool-Aid.
Do me this honor. I told y'all before, do not fucking play with me. If you set a cash app,
justify the divine sent her dusty. Yeah.
And you came into some money, I don't give a fuck how you came into it. Maybe you found money on the ground. Maybe you fucking, people are being generous to you. Maybe you won a sweepstake. Maybe you got a raise. Please do not keep this information to yourself, y'all. Let me know. Let me know what the fuck is going on. Because I be sitting over here praying over these cash apps. I be praying that you bitches coming to money. Because if you coming to money, you going to come on to my show. And you going to be like, Crystal, guess what? Oh, my God, I came into money. Oh, my God, Crystal, the spell work. I need to know my shit works. So please do not keep this shit to yourself. If you start coming into money, I be putting incense over your Cash App name. I be chanting and praying. I cry witches' tears over these Cash Apps. So please, let me know if some shit pops.
None of her supporters gave any advice on how to get out of debt or how not to get into debt in the first place. No, they don't care. You got those few. Somebody like sent her $500. I mean, y'all must got money to burn. I mean, $500. Her so-called supporters just like watching the train wreck. Yeah. That's why she's struggling with those cash apps. One is 600 to give her $1 each. You don't even have that many watching your live. You get the views later on, but I say a handful give her cash apps every now and then.
In your life, I'm not asking you, I'm begging you. I need to know. All right? Don't have me doing this shit for nothing, y'all. And I don't give a fuck if you only sent me $1 one time in your life. All right? You did your sacrifice. I told you how this shit works. And the more you donate, the bigger the sacrifice. If you do a $20 sacrifice, that's a sacrifice. Versus you sending in $1. Yeah.
Oh. So now I don't want $5. I don't want $20. No, don't send it to me like that. I want $1 from 600 people. Now all of a sudden, the bigger the cash out, the bigger the sacrifice. You sound almost like a damn preacher. Like, because they put more money in the collection plate, their prayers or whatever they're praying for is more worthy than mine if I give less in the collection plate. You didn't want to be with that who that guy who bought the airplane, Cleflo, whatever the hell his name is. You may not be buying an airplane, but you are definitely selling some bullshit for something.
Your dollar don't think that your dollar don't count. It's a testament to your faith. It is a testament to your faith. I take this shit very seriously, y'all.
No, you don't.
Every day I'm gonna keep, and now that this shit popped off in my life.
Let's see. There are people who like to fund their locale to keep the milk flowing. Sending her money won't help. She needs an honest conversation about therapy and getting a full-time job. Sending her money won't help lose weight. She needs to lose it at least 250. Yeah. At this point, it's extreme measures. I mean, it's gastric bypass, or if they had that, remember that show, The Biggest Loser? One of them two. Because she's going to be, or get on TLC, 600-pound life. She is dangerous. Yeah, she's dangerous for young girls. Yeah. How many of her original subscribers are left? She ran most of them off. She even tells them not to have kids when she has kids. Yeah. And I don't know how much you've watched Anisha, but she used to date an abuser, and one of her subs was in an abusive situation, and she talked them out of pressing charges because she was worried about the man and how it's going to ruin his life to get 10 years. Crystal's jealous. Oh, you've watched a lot. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you've watched. Okay, I'm gonna get back to this.
With this cheap bastard twice. Because remember, he showed up at my door with 2 big plates of food as a peace offering for ghosting me.
He brought that food because it was Christmas and he knows your situation. And them 2 plates, if you ate them sparingly, you probably could lasted to the new year. And I mean, girl, shit. How is somebody who's going to eat ramen noodles day in and day out with eggs, this shit, and fish sticks as a bonus treat? How are you gonna deny plates of home cooked goodness? Shit! Oh my goodness! I hope that she took those plates and said, you know what? I'm kind of craving Chinese right now. And then you get the Chinese, and then you still have the 2 plates of food for later on. If you smart, but I can't even use that word with your name. What am I talking about? Who sent her five? I'm not sure who it was because she didn't say no names. I don't remember. Dan, because you're the one that brought it to my attention. Do you remember who it was?
I fucked this nigga one time and broke my celibacy spell. Yeah, we used the condom, of course. But I fucked the nigga and that I shouldn't have done that.
Why?
But the fact that did it and he loved it. And then you see, that's how stupid men are. The sex be good, and then they ghost you. Thinking, I got over. Yeah, bitch, you're going to want it again. And I said that. When 1 week went by, 2 weeks went by, he didn't come. I said, okay, he ghosted you, bitch.
I'm sorry. Nah. If it was good like that, he wouldn't have ghosted you. He wouldn't have ghosted you. Not for 5, 6 months, no. I mean, if he want to make sure you don't catch no feelings or nothing like that, he go a week or 2, a month, whatever. But 6 months, uh, he ghosted you. Whether you're good or not, I don't know. If he likes that wavy feeling like on a surfboard type of sex, maybe. I don't know. 6 months ago, yeah, that was some birthday peen.
Bitch. He goes, a month went by. I was like, all right, you'll be back. I said it to myself with all my heart. I said, you'll be back, you cheap bastard. I said that.
No, you cried.
I said that.
You cried.
And look what happened. He came back. He came back with 2 big plates of food.
Okay, so did he come back because your cat was so good? Or did he come back because the Divine Mother put a trance on him and told him to bring her 2 plates? Oh, goodness.
I'm going to eat your aunt's food. That's not no investment. You didn't have to pay for that, you cheap bastard.
Wait a minute. Wait, he's not investing in it. He just came over for some sex, probably. Girl.
You'll be back, you cheap bastard.
Listen.
I said that.
No, they don't leave good cat. Hell no. No.
And look what happened. He came back. He came back with 2 big plates of food. Like, I'm going to eat your aunt's food. That's not no investment. You didn't have to pay for that, you cheap bastard.
Who said anything about investing? He came over probably for some wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Who said anything about investing into you? You were probably hoping he would be your man. You wanted this man to invest in you so you can rest in your femininity. You keep going on about this cheap bastard. What happened to Mr. $1 million got a settlement guy who wanted to come over, move into the house, fix it up, do all kind of gardening and what's that shit? Landscaping and all that kind of stuff. Buy your wigs and your makeup and all that. He said he'd do all that. What happened to that guy? He wouldn't give you $50 in your cash app. So you said, poof, gone. Adios, goodbye. Here, this guy gives you $50, 2 plates of food, and he ain't investing in you. He come over with 2 cheap plates. You ain't never satisfied. You ain't never satisfied.
So I made that motherfucker buy me Chinese food, and I did not fuck him.
I made that motherfucker buy me Chinese food.
I must have gave him a big lecture. I gave him a big ass lecture on ghosting. I was like, see, he was like the sex with the bar was.
Fuck the lecture. I would have been like, you know what? Let's go. I need some groceries. Let's go to Walmart. Betty, no, pick some other place. You got a Whole Foods or a Publix or, you know. I would have had him buy me groceries.
And he's like, yeah, that shit was good. Yeah. I was like, so why you ghosting me? He's sitting there looking like.
Yeah, he showed up with a place of food. He came to the he showed up at the zoo ready to feed the animals. Big deal, you made a guy buy you Panda Express. It's funny how he bribed her with food and it worked because she let him in. The first time I went there, she wanted help fixing up her house. I thought, I'm gonna need some dynamite to do that. Broke her celibacy spell. Men aren't stupid. She is. She got ghosted after sex. Oh my goodness. She just will not realize that she is the problem. She is the problem.
He didn't even know what to say. I'm sorry. He put his head down. I'm sorry. I said, you show up at my door with 2 plates of your aunt's food.
He was like, she's obese, so I would just bring her food. Yeah, he was adding on to. Oh my goodness. Oh, 5 months ago. 5 or 6 months ago, she had sex with this guy. He brought food because he knows. He probably wanted a sandwich or something after it was over and she didn't have it. So he knew to bring some food. He knew. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with him bringing the plates of food. Because like I said, it was probably, turkey, ham, the black people plate of food during the holidays. He brought her too. Them probably the best meal she ever had. And she want to complain. You best believe I took a plate home. Shit. Shit.
I don't eat everybody's food, sweetheart. As a matter of fact, speaking about food, I'm hungry. I could go for some Chinese food. He said, what you want? I said, is this the same person? Is this the same cheap bastard? He said, whatever you want. I was like, oh my God.
Well, shit. He said, whatever you want. I'll be like, for real? Okay. Damn. Oh, shoot. Whatever I want. I'll be like, looking like, do they got a Ruth Chris around here? A Chop House? What else? I don't know, PF Chang's. What other shit? Top dollar shit. Come on. I mean, Chinese food. A man that tells me whatever I want, I ain't going nowhere I can go by myself. I'm not. And I'm not going to a Japanese steakhouse, something like that, and ordering chicken. I can eat chicken at home. Give me a T-bone, some filet mignon. Chinese. He says anywhere, and you say some Chinese food. And if you didn't want, man, this is why she can't get nowhere. This is why she can't get nowhere. You offer anything, you say Chinese. You were able to pick out your own engagement ring and you get cubic zirconia. But you bitching about you not getting enough cash apps. Why should I give you more than you try and get for yourself? Why should I give you more than what you try and get yourself? No, no, no.
Did he just say that? Because he's so cheap, he showed up with food from somebody else.
He's so cheap. He didn't have to do that. He could have left your hungry hippo ass hungry and eating ramen. You so ungrateful. That's another reason. Ooh, boy, oh boy. He brings you 2 plates of food. I bet them two plates of food cost more than that Chinese. Cause the ham alone would cost more. You can't call nobody cheap because they bring you a home cooked meal made of thought, and love. He didn't have to do that shit. But then when he says, "Okay, where you want to go," you pick Chinese. Girl, this don't make no sense to me. I mean, you went from, I don't know. Shit. He was gonna give you a roast beef sandwich, and you complained about that. And when he said where you want to go, you get a bologna sandwich. That's what you did. That's what you did, basically.
To give to me. Because he's too cheap
Fried
to
rice
go to a restaurant and buy me food. Whatever you want. What you want? I said, I want some crab legs.
Yep, he could have got his dick sucked if he took her to Applebee's. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. She just said she crab legs. Did she? I gotta hear this. Cause I ain't never been to no Chinese restaurant that serve crab legs. Now Japanese will, but I guess with her uncultured ass, she thinks they're the same.
I want some shrimp fried rice. And then when he came back, girl, he had the big shrimp fried rice. You know, the family size one?
And girl, he bought me the big rice. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. You're happy over a big box of carbs. She got the brown rice.
He had my order of crab legs. I said, get the fuck out of here. This cheap bastard bought the family size version. And girl, when I told you that shit had nothing, it was.
She could have been chilling in the Middle East, and yet she's still in Hello begging men for Chinese food. How is she excited for $5 rice? Anisha, that's how it is, girl. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's ooh. He got her some crab legs. I bet her. I can't even see her ass knowing how to eat them things. Nah, I don't believe that. I'm like I said, I ain't never been no Chinese. She probably meant Japanese. I ain't never been no Chinese restaurant that serve crab legs. Japanese restaurants do that.
Loaded with shrimp. You know, when you buy shrimp fried rice and they throw like 3 or 4 shrimp in there, you like, oh God. Girl, the shit, it was more shrimp than rice. You can't make this up.
You making it up.
Because when I looked at the top of the shrimp fry...
Girl, you are making it up. Because if there's more shrimp than rice, they are losing money. Nah. That's some expensive rice, I tell you that. Because you paying for that shrimp.
All right, so I said, damn, that's a lot of shrimp. So I ate the top layer of shrimp. And then I started mixing up the rice, and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of shrimp in this motherfucker. See, when you do magic, you gotta pay attention to the signs.
She didn't. she she bump it up and now wants 800 from her followers, but a man came to her with shrimp and lo mein. It's all good. Hope he at least got her an egg roll or shrimp roll. Yes, she did. Well, what it was last time I heard, it was 600 if it was a woman and 800 if it was a man. As far as that the rent on that room. But I mean, what kind of place you talking about? You ate the top layer of shrimp and then you mixed it up. I ain't never had no shrimp fried rice where it wasn't already blended in together. I don't believe this shit. I don't believe this. Mm-mm. Maybe he got her extra shrimp because he knows she likes it. He probably got her extra shrimp.
I know something big is about to pop off. I know some of you girls that gave me cash. Somebody gonna come into some money around this motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck it is, but somebody gonna get something big, y'all. Play the numbers. Do your scratch offs.
Well, I went to the casino with $200 and I came back with $3. Does that count? Thank you, Crystal.
Donate your dollar, your $5 to Crystal Swirlz Cash App. It don't gotta be no goddamn $20, $10. Donate $1, you cheap ass bitch. Cause I'm doing some special, some shit is about, I'm telling y'all. Y'all thinking this is a game, man. This is not a fucking game. Something is I'm telling y'all something.
800 from women, but all a man has to do is show with some shrimp fried rice. Well, maybe if it was a woman that she knew, like let's say for instance, if it was quadratic, maybe a quadratic brought her 2 plates. Maybe she'll eat it. She'll eat it then.
A magical's gonna happen. Somebody gonna get a raise, a big raise. Somebody gonna come into some sweepstakes. Somebody gonna find some money on the ground. Something gonna happen with money. All right. Maybe you got people, men out of nowhere, being generous to you.
Now, see, that can happen to anybody. Anybody can get a promotion. Anybody can come into some money. I want you to be specific and say, so and so, in the next 3 months, you're going to come into a large sum of money. I want that. That's what I will believe. But when you can give a specific person, just like someone who goes to a psychic and to get their palms read or the tarot cards, it's specifically for them. I want you to give a spell for a specific person, and we'll give 3 months for something to happen. Not just somebody out there, somebody out there. That shit is just life. That's just life. People finding money, someone dying, getting an inheritance. That's just life. Be specific, and then I believe it's your spell.
All right. I don't know, but somebody's because there ain't no fucking way in the world I'm doing this type of hoodoo work. Do you know the type of ingredients I be using in my shit? I use shit that hoodoo workers, they look at.
This is how stupid she is. If they donate only $1, it will cost them more than $1 to send it. They'll be paying more for the fee than the money that was sent. Yeah, you're right. And I hope, being that 500 was sent by Quadratic and all the other money that she's got to pay taxes on that as well too. I hope she realizes that. I bet once she sees the hassle of it all, she's gonna find another way to have donations put in. If I was her, I mean, people already know where she lives because she put her address on a live stream. I would just say, gift cards, mail them to her. Western Union, mail it to her. If I was her, I would just do that. Western Union, gift cards, write a check, or get a money holder and put actual cash in the money holder, and then put it in a envelope that you can't see through. She'd be better off that way. Does Cash App charge you for only sending $1? I've never sent. Apparently, I guess it would, because any other amount that I would transfer or send, yeah, it would charge you for it. I'm gonna assume $1 would too. Or I'm thinking, well, honestly, because I know if I say I want to transfer $100 to my bank account, it'll end up being less than that, like 98 and some change, because of the fee that's taken out. So if they're giving her $1, how would she actually get $1 if they're going to take a fee out? So it wouldn't really be $1 unless they have more in their Cash App holdings and they take it from there. But they just put $1 in there and then try and send that, she's gonna get less because they don't get their fees. I would assume. I've never sent $1, but let's get back to this.
The most experienced witch will look at me and go, "Damn, you know what you're doing, don't you?" They will look at you using what? Obsidian glass? You use snowflake obsidian? It's not obsidian, sweetheart. It's snowflake obsidian. Now, they're going to look at me and say, "You know exactly what you're doing, don't you?"
Because to immediately receive the money, she would have to pay the fee. Okay.
Yeah, on a gradual level. Yes, it's explosive, but it's not going to be explosive like obsidian is extremely strong. And I told y'all, snowflake obsidian is milder. And the fact that I put calamus into that shit, I put green aventurine. All right, I got my cinnamon, girl. I got so much shit in this motherfucker that works with the planet Mars. The fact that it works with, I got herbs in there that work with the planet Mars. I got my bay leaves for manifestation. The oil that I use is for manifestation. So an experienced hoodoo person will say, "Oh my God, you make some real good money oil." And the fact that this shit happened, I think the divine wanted to do something small to show me that the magic works. She took the cheapest bastard. And the fact that he showed up with...
I wish she would stop justifying why she's only getting small amounts of money. You're getting it because that's what you asked for. The Divine Mother, oh, she's going to start out small and send me the cheapest so-and-so. My question is, why would the Divine Mother, if she can help you, why would she continue to let you suffer? If she can help you, why would she need to show you that the spell works if you're a true believer? I mean, by now, as much as you believe in her, she's proven herself, but I've also heard you question her in some of your lives too. So, but why is she going to continue to let you suffer by sending you, this dusty person? He ain't dusty. He just don't want to give you any money. But why is she starting out small and making you suffer? Why does she not send you your knight in shining armor? Does she not know your situation? Does she not see that you are about to be wheelchair bound? Girl. The receiver does get a fee. Oh, if they wait the 2 or 3 business days and the receiver doesn't get a fee. Okay, y'all talking about the Cash App. But why the Divine Mother continues to make you struggle? Not just now, but at least for the last 2 years.
Somebody else's food. That right there shows you how cheap he is. He knocked on my door with those 2, and I said, "Please don't tell me you are good." I said it. I didn't tell him that. But I was thinking, please don't tell me you showing up after you ghosted me for 6 months. You're gonna show up at my door and thinking you gonna get back in my good graces with somebody else's, with your own.
Oh, she is so worried about being ghosted. You think you gonna get back in my good graces by bringing me plates of food? He still got in your good graces and up inside your house. And if he could somehow get up in your guts, he did over a plate of Chinese. But you keep going on about those 2 plates of his aunt's food. He still got you with food. He still got you with food. And when you had the choice of whatever you wanted, since you didn't want auntie's food, you go for Chinese. He says anything you want. I would have been, let's hit the grocery store. It ain't gonna be, it wouldn't have been ramen noodle in the beginning of 2024. Not for me. Not for me. I would have bought, the first 2 weeks of 2024, shit. Not no ramen noodles touching these lips. But no, you settle for some shrimp fried rice.
Auntie's cooked food. Because you too cheap to go buy me some goddamn Olive Garden or some shit you know I really like.
Oh, he's too cheap to Olive Garden or some shit you really like. He's too cheap for Olive Garden or some shit that you like. But when he tells you, okay, you don't want my aunt's food, I'll take you anywhere. And you don't say Olive Garden or shit that you like. You say Chinese food. You bitching because he didn't say, okay, let's go to Olive Garden. But he says anywhere you want to go. And you still don't say Olive Garden. You bitching because they won't automatically take you somewhere you want to go. But when they say, hey, I'll take you where you want to go, you can't even say where you want to go. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. What is it? Ramen noodles touching? No, hell no. If I'm eating like her and somebody come to my house with their aunt's food, first of all, I mean, I get she don't want to eat, strangers' food. But this guy, he ain't really no stranger. You kind of wanna, you might take it because I mean he ain't no stranger to you. So it's his family. You might take it. You might if it looks good, smells good. You might eat this that's on the plate. Maybe something look kind of funky. You may not take that, but. Let me back up. You complain that he didn't take you to Olive Garden, but he says where you want to go, and you don't say Olive Garden. Let me back up.
But I was thinking, please don't tell me you showing up after
she said she don't like
me for 6 months. You're gonna show up at my door and thinking you gonna get back in my good graces with somebody else's, with your auntie's cooked food. Because you too cheap to go buy me some goddamn Olive Garden or some shit you know I really like. You cheap motherfucker. And girl, the fact that he bought me Chinese food, the fact that he gave me that $50, this is a very, very cheap man, y'all.
He's paying the price of admission. He is paying the price of admission. $50 and a plate of Chinese. That's what you charge. That's what you got. It's plain and simple. That's what you charge. That's what you got.
Pretty cheap. If I would have asked him for $10, just so I could replace the oil that he spilled, even though it cost $12.99, he wouldn't have gave it. The old him wouldn't have gave it to me. He would have said, I don't got no money on me. I'm sorry. And this motherfucker makes money. He does electrical work and plumbing work. He got his own business, and he brags about how money he brags about how much money he makes. Oh, in a typical month, well, sometimes I can make 10,000, sometimes I make 8,000. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. And I'm sitting here looking at this motherfucker, and I'm like, okay, so why you cheap? I don't tell him that, but I be thinking it.
And when you had a chance to get some of that, you cheapened yourself with the $50 and the Chinese food. I mean, goodness. Oh my good. Complain, complain, complain. You have only yourself to blame. You have only yourself to blame. Like one of y'all said, why didn't she have him take her to Publix and go shopping? Exactly. Publix, Whole Foods, uh, Trader Joe's, Costco, Sam's Club. She could have racked up, those stores. She could have bought a whole lot of shit. And if she had bought herself like a second freezer, a floor model, my parents had one of those, she could have just packed it with all kinds of meat, and when she wanted something, just take it out, thaw it, and cook it. She don't think the future. She just think about now, now, now. What can I get now? They didn't give me this now. She really messed it. Yeah, bulk up at Sam and Costco. Exactly. And then even if it was ramen noodles, she could be swimming in ramen noodles. She wouldn't have to worry about, oh, I gotta go to Walmart, my back hurt. She could have stocked up you know, like the next war was coming. Shit.
That's how stupid it is.
I gotta make my grocery list too.
He is. He brags about how much money he makes. Him and his brother got a business, and collectively they make $10,000. He make $5,000 a month. His brother make $5,000 a month, and collectively they make $10,000 a month, which is not bad for their own business. So you make money, but you cheap. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that this motherfucker gave me that $50, and he had to.
And just because people make a lot of money doesn't mean they necessarily have money to throw away. I mean, they might be living a little bit beyond their means to where that 10,000 is already going to something before they even get it. So just because you make a good amount of money, it don't mean that you have it if you're living beyond your means. Now, if they're making $10,000 and they're say they got mortgages, very small. If they're making 10,000 and they're able to live off of 3,000, that pays their bill, their living style, and they got the other 7, then okay, maybe they can give you a little bit of money. But you don't know what their bills are with that 10,000.
And let me know he got money. He just didn't want to give it to me in the past. But girl, he dug in his pocket like he was in a trance.
No. Oh.
And I'm sitting there watching this shit because I want to see.
You just can't believe somebody giving you money.
If the magic works.
At the kind of their heart.
I'm looking at his face. I'm studying his features. He looked like a zombie. He looked like a zombie. Like he was under a spell. He had a blank look on. He was like, here you go. I'm sorry. Here you go. The old him would have been like, I don't got it. I don't got no money on me. Because he likes to get over. Because the old him was like, you didn't fuck me. You didn't give me no pussy. Why should I give you anything? Even though I spilled your money oil. The old him would not give a fuck. I told y'all he broke my bed, y'all. And he didn't offer to fix it, nothing. He didn't give me no money.
Oh, he broke my bed. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you slept with him 5-6 months ago. He broke your bed. You had to put books under it to hold it up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, my next question is, while he's bringing his aunt's plates and, he spilled the oil and he's paying for that and he's taking to eat Chinese with the extra shrimp in it, did you say, oh yeah, by the way, 6 months ago, you broke the bed leg. I need that fixed too. I need my bed fixed that you broke 6 months ago. Since you all into want to be helpful now, could you fix my bed? Did you ask him for that? I bet you didn't.
Demanded him. That had to be that calamus. I said, you gonna have to give me $50 to replace what you spilled. I said with an attitude, and I was looking at him, and there was a brief hesitation. And he looked at me like he was under hypnosis. Okay, no problem, here you go. And I said, what the fuck? Girl, I said, yo, this is the same. You can't make this shit up. And for those of you who ever fucked a cheap man, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They could have the money. Their money could be long, but they're not going to give it to you. They'll break your shit. They'll spill your shit. They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. And just, I don't have any money on me. Girl. You know what the divine told me over and over? When I'm praying over your cash apps, your cash app name, when you donate, and I'm praying that money comes into your life, and you run to me, and you tell me, Crystal, oh my God, Crystal, your shit worked. Even if it's somebody in your family or a friend that comes into money, and they give it to you, the spell worked. So when he handed me that fucking money, I know the divine was struggling. Because you don't think the divine be sitting up in the clouds laughing at this shit? She be looking. Hecate, the goddess of magic, they looking at, they got their popcorn, they looking at this shit like, wow, look at this shit. This is like a movie to them. You don't think Hecate is watching? Because I called on her name. I said,
so they're up in the clouds watching your suffering? They're sitting there watching you, laughing it up, because they see that you don't know how to ask for money. They see, oh, there she go, eating Chinese. Well, girl, she'll be eating ramen tonight. High five. Let's keep watching. Girl, you really need to... Oh, I ain't saying it.
That's some magic. And you know what the Divine Mother told me? Believe, 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 and you will receive. Believe, 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 and you will receive. I say that all the time. It's like a mantra. It's like a goddamn affirmation that she told me to say. Believe, 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 then you will receive. I don't say believe, 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 and maybe I'll receive. I speak it like it's on its way. I'm just waiting, la la di da 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 da. I'm gonna sit here and eat my Chinese food and wait for my shit to come. Something's about.
She needs to stock up on groceries and cook. Yep, make nuggets, vegetables, maybe salmon burger, stuff like that. It's easy to cook. Yeah, yeah. I I don't know. The only thing that I know of, we've heard on her lives, her cook, the ramen noodles, the fish sticks, and one time she said that she was gonna make Angelo an omelet, and I thought, no, you ain't. No, you're not going to make an omelet. Mm-mm. You gotta chop up the meat, whatever veggies, onions, whatever you put it. No, you ain't making no omelet. She got done and she was feeding him. I could hear the chopping of the eggs on the plate. That's what it was, straight eggs. Your ass ain't you ain't making no damn omelet. You ain't making no damn omelet.
About to happen. Like, I know it's gonna happen. And the funny thing is, after I do my magic and I'm working on my oils and I'm doing my incense and I'm chanting, girl, sometimes I would tell the mothers, do something. Make something. Give me a sign. Like DMX said, Lord, give me a sign.
Why you
That's how it is when I do my magic. And the fact that it happened back to back, I was on the phone with a Dusty.
Okay.
All right. And this motherfucker was Dusty. You know why? Because I mentioned money. That's how you get rid of them. When they cheat, they don't want nothing. They, like she said, they're a curse. Quadratic equation said, fucking with cheap men is a curse. So it didn't work out well with the Dusty on the phone. I got rid of him, right? Because I talked about the money. Got rid of him. So anyway, I was on the phone talking with that Dusty, and here come the Dusty with the plate of food.
Why are you entertaining Dusties in the first place? That just shows your thirst. You can't complain about somebody being a Dusty when you already know they're a Dusty. You can't complain about somebody being a Dusty when they're already being Dusty. You just thought, let me try and see if I can finesse some money out of them. And when they showed their Dusty card, you got upset. And you want to call them Dusty. You already know they're Dusty. So the fact that you don't get anything out of them, that's on you.
2 big plates of food. Oh, my arm cooked. I wanted to throw up. I looked at him like I wanted to throw up.
No, you didn't.
You so cheap, you couldn't buy me some takeout, you cheap bastard. So the fact that I commanded him, I said, I'm hungry. I want some Chinese food. He said, okay.
She entertained him because he came with the food. Yeah, she did. But I was talking about the one on the phone with somebody separate. She was on the phone with one guy when the guy with the food came knocking on her door at the same time. But at the beginning of all this, I could have sworn she said there were 4 of them coming at her. We've only been hearing about these 2. Or really about this one. And she just wanted to keep going on about that plate of food. I want to know what happened with the plate of food. Because I bet you that shit is sitting in the refrigerator and she ate it. Because I ain't hear nothing about throwing it out.
He said it like he was under a fucking spell. He gave me that $50 with no problem. Girl, listen, y'all might think this is corny, y'all, but I'm just sharing little things with you that happen to
it's 2 different guys.
You pay attention to the devil is in the details. Because the divine,
if she had a muffin pan, she can make omelet bites. Just mix the ingredients and pour it in, then put in the oven. Yeah, I don't think she knew how to cook like that or think that way. Yeah, she ate that food because all she did was complain, and she keep going on about it. I ain't heard nothing like, man, I threw that damn shit in the garbage and I made him take me to go get some Chinese. I ain't heard nothing about what she did with them 2 plates of auntie's food. She eating that shit. I'm gonna wait. She'll slip up. She will slip up. She will slip up and say, girl, oh man, about 2 months ago, I have some such and such and such and such. And we know she ain't cooked it. And I'm going to think, that's auntie food right there. And we know she ain't cooking it. She going to slip up and let us know.
Sometimes she starts you off small to prepare you for something bigger. She's not going to just make you come into something bigger because you're not going to know how to handle it.
Girl, she is preparing you for something small. Let's see. Top Shelf Todd, his $20. The flowers, you didn't get that. The guy you got for $20 for your birthday, you didn't get. Hold up. Oh, man. Okay. I remember you asked a guy for $20 for your birthday, and he didn't give it to you. Is that the guy who brought the food? Is that why he was a Dusty back then? For your birthday, you wanted 20. He didn't give it to you. He fucked you and he ghosted you. And now he's coming back with 2 plates. Is that the same guy? He wouldn't give you the $20. Is this the same guy, Crystal? Is this the same guy?
She wanted to see how I handled it.
She already knows how you handle money. She saw you waste away $300,000. When I first went there, she had a stove with only 2 working burners, and oven that didn't work. I bought her a brand new one. Then I went back there, and the new stuff was all fucked up. Yeah, she just ruined everything. Broke bed, the the stove, with the refrigerator too, Dan. The total gym, yeah, all of it messed up.
Because I gave her praises. I said, I know that was you, Divine Mother. Thank you.
Let's see.
The hunches, the intuition, the gut feeling, the flashes through my third eye
About
of a
15 minutes
tree.
left, y'all.
Me dipping my hand into the oil that spilled on the floor, and she said, money doesn't grow on trees. Or does it? That's what she told me, y'all. And my hands were trembling. I said, that is fucking pure genius. And he looked at me and said, what are you talking about? He just, the guy was scared of me. He was looking at me like, are you talking to me? I said, no. You don't understand. Don't worry about it. I dipped my hand in the oil. My hand was dripping. I'm slipping and I'm sliding. Girl, I couldn't get outside fast enough. I rubbed that money oil all over my trees.
Now I want to know. I want to know. Are this money tree? Does she have to wait till like springtime when the flowers and the leaves start blooming for the dollar bills to start blooming? I want to know because springtime, summer, that's a long ways away. You need money right now. Because by the time spring comes, you gonna probably lost your house. So you need some money right now. What are you gonna do until the money tree grows?
Went to the big tree and smeared it on the big tree. Girl, when she's teaching me the magic.
Crystal did a job.
And I'm so grateful, and I got tears in my eyes because I'm so blessed and grateful. And I love it when she talks to me. I love it how she told me, Crystal, smear your windows. The same way you cleanse your windows, window of opportunity, window of financial opportunity, smear your windows. It's all a representation. Magic is representation. Every time you look at that window, you're going to think of a window of financial opportunity coming into your life. Smear your doorways, knocking on a door of opportunity, financial opportunity. These are things that she tells me. Magic is symbolical. When you look at something, you make that connection. And another trick that I did that she taught me that I want to share with you. When I do work on people, this is the newest shit that she told me. And I don't know where the fuck this thought came from, y'all. It must have came from the divine herself. But she said, every breath that somebody takes on this planet Earth as we speak, every living, breathing person and creature that's healthy, not sick, not dead, not on its way to dying. We want good. We want to breathe fresh air into our spell. You know, healthy, living, breathing people, every breath that they take, they breathe in life into your spell. How about that, Crystal? And I said, that is pure genius. So you mean to tell me every time somebody takes a breath, that person is getting closer to their raise? My cash appers are getting closer to coming into money and running to my live and screaming, oh my God, Crystal, I came into some big money. Every time somebody breathes, that girl, it don't get no more powerful than that. It's called active magic.
They have to believe.
It's a type of magic that I made up. All right? That the Divine Mother taught me how to do this, y'all. Nobody taught me this. The Divine Mother and Hecate taught me these things. Every time somebody takes a shit in the toilet, let's say you're having bad problems in your life. Every time somebody takes a shit, all the shit in your life is going down the toilet. It's going down the drain. You're going to start seeing shit disappear in your life. Fucked up people, shitty situations. This is shit she taught me.
Well, if this is shit that she taught you, no wonder you have these dusty, fucked up people in your life because you're not shitting in the toilet. You're in the bucket now. So there's no way to flush them away.
And you say this to yourself, I'm teaching you the magic. I could be a fucked up motherfucker and keep this information to myself. I'm not gonna do that. If you're having a shitty situation, say that to yourself. Do you know how many people on earth right now are...
Yeah, new stove, refrigerator, couch, toe, gym, bed, washer, and dryer set and have the nerve to call you cheap. Yep. Yeah, then she call you cheap though when you after you bought all that stuff for her. You wanted to buy yourself a motorcycle. And she didn't want you to do it because all the money should go to her.
Taking a shit. They sitting on the toilet and the doo-doo is sliding right out their ass.
Why she be so nasty?
Let that doo-doo represent the shitty things in your life. And then the person gonna flush the toilet and everything in your life that shitty is going down the drain.
Yeah,
this is the magic. It's active magic. People breathe, people take a shit, people are eating.
People go to work for their promotions.
People are blinking their eyes. You ever heard that term? Oh my God, you blink your eyes and it's over. Use that. Every time somebody on earth blinks their eyes, these are things that we have to do. We have to blink our eyes. We have to drink water. Every time somebody drinks water, if every time somebody turns on a sink, cleans out their tub, dirty, nasty water is going down the drain. Picture those. The water represents the things in your life that you don't want. Use that. Use those images to get rid of things you don't want in your life. Somebody's washing their dishes and the dirty water goes down the drain. How many people across the earth right now are washing their dirty dishes and the dirty water is going down the drain?
That's not witchcraft. That's just what happens. Oh my goodness. What would be witchcraft is if you actually clean your house. Now that would be something.
How many people are sweeping dirt? Right now on earth, they sweeping their floors, they vacuuming. Use that. How many, and if you want to get all the way funky, first you clean up magic, all right? You clean up the dirt, you clean up the funk. So all the things that I told you to imagine, people shitting in the toilet, all the shitty things in your life going down the drain, okay? Bathtub, sink, dirty water, use that. Clean up the muck in your life. And then
take your advice.
You visualize. When you feel a shift happen, and you say something magical's happened, the divine is giving me signs that this shit is working. Shit is getting cleaned up. The shit in my life is getting cleaned up. All right? Then you start doing your active magic in a good way.
Exactly, Dan. What would she know about it?
Think about good things that are happening. Breath work. Every time somebody takes a breath, you breathing in success. You're using the element of air to draw success into your life, into your aura, into your lungs. You speak life into your spells. I'm getting closer to that job promotion, that raise. Every time somebody takes a breath, a healthy person takes a breath. And there's billions of people on earth right now taking a breath. There's no way around it. You got to breathe. It ain't no ifs, ands, or maybes. You must breathe. This is guaranteed magic, y'all.
Only if you believe in it.
Every time somebody waters their grass and their grass start growing, my money's going to start growing. Every time a tree grows, a plant grows, my money's going to start growing. That's active magic. This is what a visualization. There's magic all around you. Use it to speak life into your spells. Use the trees, y'all. The trees are growing. The plants are growing. The grass is growing. Use the shit. Don't let it be in vain. When they say there's magic all around you, there's...
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Positive affirmations are cool, but to rely only on it, that's crazy. That's just crazy.
Literally magic all around you. And I'm telling y'all, I'm sharing. This is why I'm so grateful when y'all hit up my Cash App. Because I'm not just bullshitting you. I'm telling you the secrets of the universe, y'all. I'm going to continue to pray over your Cash App. I want you to win. I want you to come into some money. And please, I'm begging you. If you come into some money or somebody in your family comes into some money and they give it to you, the spell worked. So I'm not going to keep you out much longer. I'm just sharing my excitement. All right. The divine is preparing me for something big. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, when it's going to happen, but something big is going to happen, y'all. I believe. And when I believe, I will receive. I'm sharing you the magic because I'm showing you she took the cheap, and the reason why she sent these cheap men, everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. She put all of these cheap men at the same time to show me. I just needed one. I got rid of the Dusty on the phone. All right? Then this other one popped up today. He's another dusty-ass motherfucker. And he apologized for the way he treated me. He's trying to crawl back into my life. I don't want to be bothered. I'm celibate right now. I don't want to be bothered with these male creatures. I'm male divested. But it...
Oh. You're male divested. You don't want to bother with these creatures. You're a celibate. You were saying all that while you gave up your celibacy for him 6 months ago. About 6 months ago. Ooh, boy, you can't say that. You just... No, Crystal. And if you told him, no, I'm celibate now, he's probably thinking, well, you were back then too. What's up? What's the problem? Ooh, boy. It's probably why he came with a place of food to butter your ass up.
Just comes to show you. She's showing me, Crystal, the magic works. Maybe the Dusty that caught me today had a change of heart. Who knows? But I don't want to be bothered. I don't give a fuck about your change of heart, motherfucker. You're cheap, you're mean. Bye. Shout out to Khadija.
You don't care about his change of heart, but his change of heart is what got you those $50. His change of heart is what got you that auntie's plate you didn't want. His change of heart got you anywhere you wanted to go, and you chose Chinese food. So if you don't care about his change of heart, as soon as you saw him, you would have been like, go away. Close the door. He wouldn't have had a chance to spill the shit. And now, okay, I'm thinking here. You said that he showed up with the plate of food. He went and got you Chinese. So he went and got the food and you let him in and he spilled the shit. But you're male divested though.
Listen, I want y'all to do some of the stuff I told you to do. The exercises, the visualization exercises. Now, Quadratic said, you have yourself reasons to believe by preparing. You had the money prepared before you even knew that God was giving you $50. Yeah. I improved the money oil.
Hold up. Somebody's questioned her. I gotta listen to this. Hold up.
Exercises, the visualization exercises. Now, Quadratic said,
she's really bad at manipulating. Does she believe her own? Yeah, she does. Crystal gets cheat men because she's cheat. Yep. Male divesting but having sex. Yep. She loves men. Yep. Especially black ones. Quadratic just questioned her. I gotta hear this shit. Hold up. Somebody said Quadratic was listening.
Told you to do the exercises, the visualization exercises. Now, Quadratic said, you have yourself reasons to believe by preparing. You had the money all prepared before you even knew that guy was giving you $50. Yeah. I improved the money oil. Oh. Quadratic. I improved it.
Oh, Quadratic, you're feeding her into her bullshit. I thought you were really gonna say something.
And when he knocked it over, remember, I improved it by putting the calamus in it. The calamus is a commanding herb.
But why did he have to spill the shit in your house? Why did he have to spill it? Why can't you just come over? Hey, I want $50. Take me out. Blah blah blah. Give me some groceries. What? Or better yet, instead of ruining your floor and ruining that towel, why didn't the Divine Mother speak to you and tell you to put that stuff outside on your porch? And then, you can sit out there, and then he comes up with the plates of food and, proceed with the scenario. And somehow he knocks it over on your porch. You can get it up, spray it off with a hose. Why didn't it happen? Why did you have to ruin a good towel? That's what I'm wondering. If she was male divested, then why did this guy feel comfortable enough to show up at her house? Because about 6 months ago, I'm going to say probably close to her birthday, but about 6 months ago, he came over and they had sex. She, in this live, said she gave up her celibacy for this guy. And then he ghosted her until Christmas Day when he brought her auntie's food. That's why he's comfortable to show up at her house. She gave her celibacy to Tyrone.
And when I put that calamus and the obsidian, it's like he was under a trance. Okay. So the fact that I improved my money oil that very morning, he knocked on my door later that night. So the Divine was telling me, Crystal, the new improved formula works. All right? With the calamus. She was trying to show me the power.
Yep, she gave it up for this guy. Yeah, this guy right here she's talking, this Dusty she's talking about, black guy. Which, I mean, that's what Crystal wants. She's even said that she would get pregnant by Reese from Philly. She's always interacting with these black men in real life, and then it's white guys on the internet. I mean, I don't care who she dates. She just needs to be honest about it and stop pretending. You want Tyrone, take Tyrone. You want whoever, just stop lying, stop pretending. That's all I'm saying. Crystal loves black men. She begs them on TikTok. Yeah, she's begged white ones on TikTok too, offering $700 and $1,000 for them to come over and feed her grapes and whisper sweet nothings.
Of calamus and obsidian. Those two combined, ooh, I had my green aventurine in there. I put some amethyst in there because they said that's good for money spells too. I have my citrine in there, my garnet. Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm doing when I make my oils. Now, there's about 20 other ingredients in my oils. So some of the things that I made, so if you try to make this oil yourself, feel free. But I don't tell all my secrets, y'all. All right. I named you some of the stuff. If you want to take some of the stuff that I named and make your little money, well, fine. But there's about 20 other things I put in that oil that'll make it way more powerful. So I don't tell all my secrets.
So you're giving your subscribers an incomplete potion that could end up, being something other than, what you're trying to sell right now about this money shit. You're going to give them an incomplete potion.
But I might give you a little something to start you off. So thank you, Khadija. I appreciate that.
I feel like she has a fetish for white men, but really wants the attention of black men. Every time she talks to white men, she asks a million questions about black men. It's weird. Yeah, that's what she did with especially with G. Oh well, you know that Tyrone don't like y'all dating us. You know he want to fight. You know this and that. He don't like seeing you with us. Yeah, she always want to tell them about this gender war. I mean, why is she telling a white guy that black guys don't like to see him with her? You gonna scare the white guy off. I mean, if he the fighting type or whatever, you gonna scare him off. And I mean, not all fights are one-on-one. But why are you scaring him before you even get to know him? But she's more or less she wants the white man to have that hatred like she does. Or claims to. Why are you in a relationship with somebody talking about the person that don't want you? That's like you meet somebody and they're still talking about their ex. Why would you want that?
So thanks everybody for joining me tonight. I want you guys to get some sleep. Big things them guan. For those of you who don't know what that means, big things them guan. What that mean in patois? Because I'm part Jamaican. Big things are going on. Big things them guan. So good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you another time. Bye.
The circus is over. Okay.
Tennessee's certificate of need or con law empowers.
Woo! Good grief. So, Miss Male divested recluse lifestyle, stay away from people, not male minded, was sleeping. Was sleeping with Tyrone. My. Yeah, she's unhinged. It's just gonna get worse. It's just gonna get worse. I'm waiting to see because January 8th she's going to lose her car. So I want to see how she's going to handle that. And then when it's time to pay them property taxes, I think she's going to start going in. I'm going to predict that she's going to start really going in hard on the cash apps. When those bills start rolling in. And she didn't work very much at Popeyes. Part-time. I'm not sure how long she was there, but probably won't be too much in income tax coming from that. Lose a car, lose a house. Yeah, it's not looking good for her. It's not looking good. Oh boy, it's not looking good. She might, well, I don't know. She might need to go back home to New York. She's got a sister. She might need to go back home to New York. Angelo's still in Florida. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if they let her take him and they both just go back to New York and stay with her sister. She needs to. She needs to find. She's gonna need some in home care. I can't believe she's still on this whole, like you said, Cinnabunny. I think it was you about the just depending on these spells and that's it, or the positive affirmations and that's it. You can't. That's not enough. I don't know why she don't get that. She's been begging for a man to take care of her so she can rest in her femininity. She's been doing that for years. After a while, she should have realized that's not working. And then she blew all that money. I just can't believe it. I can't feel sorry for her. It's a sad situation, but I can't feel sorry for her. And if I wanted to give her money, I wouldn't because she's spending on shit on herbs and crap. Mm-mm. And I would be mad if I was those women. Because she actually bought $500 worth of wigs. You don't go anywhere. What do you need them for? If I was her, I'd be selling those things too. Sell the wigs, sell your concoctions, and go find a job where you can work from home. Do DoorDash, do Uber Eats, do something. You can start and stop whenever you want to because you're your own boss. It's just crazy. I mean, yeah, I know she lazy. I know. Well, anyway, I gotta go because I just got back home. Oh, last night, and I'm about to go make me some money. But she's got two more. I did this live because it was the shortest one of them all. She's got two more, and I will try and get to those later. But I hope you guys had a good Christmas, and I will see you next time. Peace out.